Hello there, Dr. Sheep here. Welcome back to another TGIF Talks, episode 47. I'm joined by my co-host, 65. Yeah, episode 65. Jesus, I'm joined by my
You're the
co
one keeping track.
I'm joined by my co-host, Anonymous Phil.
Hey,
And Kyle is here today, kind of in spirit. You're muted. You're not. You're literally just muted.
I can hear him.
You can hear him? What? Yeah, he's muted on my screen. Can we please? Can we please go back to the? Please. No, please stop. Uh, Can we? Can we go? I was just trying to do this. Why is he muted? Unmute. Okay. All right. Now everybody should be good. Hello.
Yeah.
Can you hear me now? Yeah.
They probably
I
muted him
had
for
you
the
muted
Lego
on my
video.
end for some reason. Okay.
The Lego video. Lego, you.
Probably from that. I don't know. Yeah, just roll the intro. Oh God, which one is it? Here we go. Go live.
Wouldn't you like to get away?
It's Friday. Gotta get down on Friday.
And they're always glad you came.
There it is.
Alrighty. Oh God. Stop sharing. These podcasts broke down into 4 parts. First, we have how weeks have been, followed by the Corona news, followed by your comments, followed by some random 4th topic. Today, let's just jump into whatever Kyle has to share. He's only joining us for a brief moment in time. Will is dead. It will just be Phil and I after Kyle
I wish
tells
he
his
could be
story.
here. We're supposed to eat an onion together.
That's not for this That's not what. We'll get to the onion. I wasn't expecting that.
We're supposed to eat an onion together.
That wasn't supposed to be for the podcast. That was gonna be just a random video.
No, on this podcast.
No, it wasn't. We were supposed to just make a random video. It's a minute long because I was gonna probably turn it to a TikTok and a YouTube short.
Oh yeah, no, we're gonna do that too. I thought we were gonna eat an onion on the podcast,
Oh.
and then we're gonna do like a minute-long video of just an onion.
Well, I'll have to work that together for the next podcast. Anyways, Kyle has some story to tell of why he's not going to be here with us today. So please tell us, how did this story start while he eats a damn onion like an apple?
You can hear me now, right?
Yes, we can hear you loud and clear.
So Friday night, I went and got the second vaccine,
Mm-hmm.
the second dose, and I got there, and it wasn't bad. It was interesting. Two of the people,
Oh man.
two of the people working there were all like, "Hey, can I help you find your parents? Where's your mom? Where's your dad?" And I'm like, "I'm 19," and they're like, "Oh, well, you're gonna like that when you're 40." And then I go into the vaccination room to get the vaccine, and another person's all like, "Where's your mom? Where's your dad?" I'm like, "I'm 19. I guess I look under 18."
I don't think you look
Um,
that young.
Well,
You
with the
grow a
mask,
beard.
with the mask on. Also, I've n- I don't know why we in that room. It's at Pinnacle Bank Arena, and I'm standing in line. I look over. Some old guy doesn't have a mask on, in line for his shot.
If you already
He's
had
already had the first one.
if you already had the first one, what's it matter to him? Also, he probably just wants to die. And also, you're not supposed to be there if you have symptoms, so most people there shouldn't even have it.
hmm So yeah, he's there without a mask on, and
So-
then I go to the lady who gives me my shot. She gives me the shot. It's like a little pinch. It wasn't bad. And then I look over and I think my brain was playing tricks on me. But I look over again. The needle is still in my arm. She left the syringe in my arm for a couple seconds after she administered the shot. And I'm like, "So are you going to take this out or not? Or are you just going to leave it?"
I mean, So
Yeah.
so this fever was an adverse reaction to to the coronavirus vaccine.
The what?
So you had just a one of the so
Yes.
and
So,
that would suggest that you've had corona before.
no, I never had corona.
That's
It's
what you
this.
think. If you have
This.
severe side effects like this, it's because you had corona. You don't have those unless you've had corona before.
No. Yeah, I heard the opposite. I heard if you never had corona, the side effects are worse.
I don't know. Oh, Phil's dead. All right. I
He
don't
must.
know. Maybe he's going to look it
Um.
up.
Anyways, So, anyways, I go to
You're
work the
muted.
next morning.
I heard it the other way.
You heard it my way or his way?
Your way, yeah. Kill's
Yeah.
way.
See, that's what
Doctor's way.
all my roommates think too. So I don't know.
Sure. Anyways, I go to work the next day, Saturday, and I go to the manager and I'm like, yeah, I got the shot yesterday. And she's like, how's your symptoms? I said, oh, it's just a sore arm right now, nothing too bad. That was at 8 o'clock. By 9 o'clock, I wanted to die.
How do you
I
feel
was-
today? I mean, Jesus, I can't imagine that beat you up for 2 days.
I'm feeling better. I'm still really sore and lightheaded. But I was supposed to work 8 to 4. I worked 8 to 3. I never should have stayed that long, but we were so short-handed I couldn't leave. So when the supervisor for the night shift came in, I asked her, "Can I leave at 3? I'm feeling really sick right now." I go home. I try to fall asleep. I couldn't fall asleep. Vomited. My temperature was already at 102 by that point. Got barely any sleep last night. I called in because I couldn't. There was no way I was going to be able to go to work. And here we are.
So, yeah, I mean, so I guess I'll tell my COVID story. So,
Actually, wait, before you do, I'm starting to think about this now. See, the way the vaccine works, it gives you like like deactivated form of the virus for your body to fight off, so you can build up the antibodies.
not the
So it
mRNA,
seems-
but sure, go on.
But did he get mRNA or did he get
He got
the other way?
Pfizer, therefore he got. No, wait, Pfizer isn't mRNA. It's the classic version, isn't it?
Exactly. So it gives you a
Okay,
deactivated
so never
version.
mind. Yeah.
Because see, if you got the mRNA, it's basically giving your body the code to fight it. The other way is you get a deactivated version of the virus for your body
Right.
to learn to fight it. And so it seems like you should get sick if you get that version, because your body has to learn to fight it now. Whereas if you already had it, you've already had the antibodies, so your body should know how to fight it. And so it could make sense if you've already had the virus, you could get it again, because supposedly it's only good for like 90 days or whatever. Like if you get the virus, supposedly your antibodies are only good for 90 days because it mutates so fast. Something like that. I heard that. I don't know if it's completely confirmed, but it could make sense if you've never had the virus that you could still get sick from it. Just like how you can get sick from the flu shot.
But you're not going to get the flu. You get like a mild version.
Exactly. That's my point is. So he got a mild form of Rona.
I'm trying to look up freaking which COVID
And so
vaccine.
it would make sense that if you got the virus and you haven't, and you waited a substantially long time before getting the vaccine shot, that you could get sick again.
So actually, so the Johnson & Johnson is the classic one. He's using the mRNA,
Or it is good using mRNA.
which is why I saw something on Twitter. I never read the actual article, but it said that those are only lasting 6 months. It seemed. I don't know. It was just a headline. I didn't read the rest of the article because I didn't have time, and nor did I care.
But the vaccine is good for 6 months?
Yeah. So, which is concerning considering we're at month 5 of the first administrations.
Wait, have you already gotten the
No.
vaccine?
So I was getting to that freaking story. Okay. So
Oh.
Thursday
Oh.
night or Friday night, whatever night it was, I get the email telling me, "Hey, you get this. It's time for you to sign up." So I'm like, "Awesome!" So I signed up. I thought I signed up for Sunday, or I thought the 10th was Sunday.
Today?
For some reason, I thought it was Sunday. Apparently, it was yesterday.
Oh.
They don't tell you you missed it. There's no email saying, "Hey, you missed your appointment." Nothing. Absolutely. I just did not know. And so I rescheduled it for this Friday. But I'm just like, are you serious? Why is there no email system to tell you, hey, you didn't show up for your appointment? What happened?
Yeah.
You know, I was like, great, am I going to have to wait till June? But I don't think they would do that. They want everybody to get vaccinated. So telling somebody, hey, you missed your appointment, you're not going to get vaccinated is kind of stupid. Unless you're my professor, which that happened to him. But
Wait, what?
He was like, I have to teach class when you want to administer the vaccine. He's like, and they're like, well, nope. You either get it now or wait till everybody's in until it's the masses, which was like, a month away, because that's today. So yeah, I was selected. I don't see. Here's the thing, though. I don't know if this is from the university's thing or if this is from when I signed up back in February, because I signed up back in February. But I don't know if this is the university thing, because I filled out the university thing like Tuesday. Or whenever it came out.
Yeah, the university is administering vaccines too.
Yeah, and so I don't know, and it was basically this, it all goes to Lancaster Health Department. So I'm like, okay, did the university filling that out bump me up in line? Or did they finally just get to my name from when I signed up in February? I don't know. No way to know. Either way, I get the vaccine. Supposed to be yesterday, but yeah. So I show up to the Pinnacle Bank. So like, I get to downtown, and like everybody's like, "Oh yeah, just follow the arrows." There was nothing, which should have been my first clue. Like, hey, they're not administering vaccines today, genius. So anyways, I go to.
Oh, so you went down yesterday?
Today. I didn't go yesterday. I didn't know.
Oh, no, that's what I meant to say. You went down today at the time that you were supposed to go down yesterday.
Yeah. So I get there at 11:05, exactly 10 minutes early. I just park in a meter because they were free, and I walk up to the doors. There's nobody there. The doors are locked. I'm just like, oh, let me check my email. Maybe something happened. Oh no, I was supposed to be there yesterday. So I get my vaccine next Friday. I'm not next. I get it Friday, which is upsetting because I really wanted it today.
Why?
Whatever. What? So I'm prepared for the onslaught of the increased coronavirus cases.
I do warn
There's
you.
going to increase cases? Oh, yeah, because you said in 6 months.
Well, no, because right now the new strain is spreading, and it's the most popular strain in the United States.
Well,
That
there's a
one
new
from
strain?
Britain.
Yeah, there's always a new strain.
Yeah, but
There's a
that
strain
one
from
that came
Japan
from
that's
England,
in the US.
that one's spreading like wildfire in the U.S. because it's so much more contagious, and it's the major amount of cases right now in the United States. It's just spreading like wildfire because nobody. Well, now Texas is literally a lawless wasteland. They've literally they're literally just like, oh, COVID never happened.
Same with South Dakota.
Really?
In
Are you serious?
Doesn't have any mask limits. California's thinking about getting rid of their mask limits and their COVID restrictions.
Well, Nebraska never had any, so and it was by city basis, and Lincoln's the only place. So
anything that wasn't Omaha or Lincoln had no mask mandate.
well, Omaha, I don't think ever got a mask limit because freaking Pete Ricketts cock blocked it.
Oh, that's right, because that's his district.
That's his home.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Okay.
The guy who owns the Chicago Cubs lives in Omaha. Yeah, I find that hard to believe.
Wait, what?
Did
Yeah,
you
the
not
Ricketts
know
family-
he owns the Cubs? His
The
family.
Ricketts family is ridiculously rich.
Ricketts owns the Cubs?
Yet their family is super wealthy.
What? Let me look this up.
How did you
He's
not know
at
this?
least-
I never knew this. Pete
He's
Ricketts?
probably at least like top 4% or top 5%.
I hate to break it to you, but to be in the United States 1%, you only need to make $488,000 a year. Actually, what's really interesting is
Wait, to do what?
to be in the
how-
U.S. is 1%. You need to make $488,000 a year.
Okay, so Pete Ricketts his family has a net worth of $45 to $50 million.
Oh, that's it. Never mind. He is
No, wait,
close to
it's
the
actually a
1%.
little bit higher. 538,000.
Oh, okay. Well, it's a TikTok I
You're
read
a
this
little
from.
off.
What am I supposed to, you know?
Actually, this is
Um,
of July 2020.
The Ricketts family is worth an estimated $5.3 billion.
That seems more realistic.
That doesn't make sense. The Ricketts family,
Wait, what?
Ricketts
again?
family, Ricketts family worth an estimated $5.3 billion. Previously donated millions to a PAC opposing Trump's election.
Yeah.
That doesn't make
So
sense.
in 2016, Ricketts and Trump hated each other. Like hated
Oh.
each other. And
Ricketts and Trump?
when Trump got into office, Rick wants to be president. So he's like, crap, now I gotta suck this guy's dick. Here we are.
I see.
Here we are. Pete Ricketts sucking the Republican Party's dick.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Luckily, Ben Sass has said, screw that, he's going the moderate route and is not sucking the Republican Party's dick as much.
Oh, but the GOP hates him.
Well, yeah, because he's freaking
Yeah.
because he's running as a moderate. He's like,
Yeah.
enough of this extremist bull crap. Biden won because he was a moderate and because of COVID.
Yeah.
So it's like,
Everyone thinks Biden is a far left Democrat.
no,
He
that's
is
just
very
he's a
moderate.
puppet.
He's a moderate Democrat.
He's just a
not far
puppet.
left.
He just
Puppet.
signs whatever goes on in front of his desk.
Muppet.
He's just
Like,
a little muppet. He's got a hand up his back.
He's a Muppet.
Kind of like Bill.
Biden,
Bill is just a
Bill?
pervy puppet.
Oh.
Biden, Hillary, and Obama, they're like very moderate Democrats. I think it's Bernie who's the most far left Democrat who is running.
The Democratic Party hates Bernie because he's he's too far left. Except he's not extremist about it. He's just extreme. He's not like burn the villages, burn the towns, like far right. Like from what the media portrays, anyways. That's what, of course, it's the media portrays them as. Burn the villages, burn the towns. And then Bernie's just like, I have my mittens, I have my coat. I'm a little upset to be here, but whatever.
That's Fox News for you.
But
What was it? Chris Wallace, that one main show host for Fox News, got in a lot of trouble for having an interview with some Democratic Party person. Forgot who it was.
Yes.
He did an interview with some Democrat person. I don't know if they were in Congress, but he got a lot of pushback because they're all like, "You should only be focusing on the Republicans. You shouldn't be focusing on Democrats."
Should be focusing on the American people, everyone.
See, I don't like. I don't know. The Republican viewpoints, I'm not a huge fan of. But Chris Wallace, he's not with Fox News, he's not this far right, overtly political person. He's a journalist. He's going to talk about everything in the spectrum. Whereas other Fox News candidates only belittle people to support their own beliefs.
Tucker Carlson.
That's why Chris Wallace was chosen to do these moderations for everything. Even though he got a lot of trouble with that when he did the Biden-Trump debate.
Yeah, it's a cluster out there in the political landscape. And that's all because of Trump went and nuked how everything was going. But
basically what he said was, if I'm going down, I'm taking all of you with me.
And he did. And
Yeah.
here we are. The U.S. is slowly crawling our way out of misery. However, everyone is still surprised that Biden has the same foreign policy. I'm like, every president since
Hmm.
Reagan. No.
Yeah,
Yeah,
at least since
yeah,
Kennedy.
every president since Reagan has had the same foreign policy. Blow up, ask questions later.
Hmm. No, that's very understandable, especially since like the last several presidents since Reagan were majority Republicans. There hasn't been that many Democratic
Well,
presidents,
yeah, I mean that's just every other year, but like
but most presidents
Obama
have.
praised, be to God, he blew up, asked questions later. Clinton, I don't. Clinton just had his. You never heard about Clinton's foreign
His
policy?
drug policy really damaged America's justice system.
Well, I
It,
never. I
it
guess I don't know that much about not Biden, Clinton's foreign policy, but because of all his things. But
his
otherwise,
domestic
everyone else is
his
all the same.
national policies really did a number on things. But what was it? Shoot, when everyone says like, um, are you for or against? When there was some survey, they asked Republican voters like, are you for or against a Affordable Care Act for healthcare? And majority approved it. But when they changed the wording, like, are you for or against Obamacare? Majority were against it,
That's
even though both acts are the exact same, just different names because Obama is the one who administered and signed for the act.
no, it's because of what Trump did. Trump turned the whole world against Obamacare. And Obamacare
Yep.
freaking failed because the website crashed on day one because it wasn't ready to take in how many people there actually were going to be on it. And that's the thing. It's surprised people want this health care.
Mhm.
Me right now, I don't really want it until I'm 25, and then depending on what like work provides for me, I may want it. I don't know. But like if I were 25 and I was working, like all the people that work at Menards, they can't
Yeah.
afford regular health care. At least some of them, anyways. I mean, there's some that make $50,000-$60,000 a year. They could probably afford a reasonable amount of health care. But the people that make 30, 50, 30, 40, they should just go get Obamacare. They should just go get the health care. And
Does
the idea of a
does
government.
Menards have healthcare?
We have dental,
Oh.
and it's crappy dental. I think it covers like a checkup per year, not two.
A checkup.
Nothing else though.
Oh.
Not cover anything else.
Uh.
Just covers the one checkup.
It gives you a little coupon code for your first
Pretty
checkup.
much. I don't think it even covers like your X-rays or anything. So it's not good dental.
Okay, well, I'm gonna head out.
All right, go die.
Yeah,
Wait, where is he going?
He's gonna go die.
I'm gonna go die.
Wait, but what are you, like? Can you describe more? I'm intrigued.
How do you feel
Well-
about death?
Going to hell, but you two are most likely going to heaven.
Oh.
No, I'm joining hell with you. I don't make enough money to afford heaven.
I can't afford the gate. I can't afford the
I
gate.
can't afford heaven. Okay.
See, this is why I need an exorcism.
Hey, you know what? Whenever we make that video eventually, then
Yeah,
we'll
but-
I've been-
But where are you going? Are you going to hang out with friends, or where are you going?
No,
I've
going
been,
to-
no, I
he's
have
sick.
some homework.
Going to die?
I'm still sick. I've been watching some campus / street preaching videos. They're hilarious. There's this one guy. He's evangelical. He proclaims himself as newborn Christian,
Oh, good God.
but he's basically evangelical, which is basically is if you're not Christian, you're going to hell. I actually wrote out a list of he has at UNL there was some person with a sign. So let's see.
I choose
on
to
the,
ignore them.
if you're
I want to get a tan line like this.
Just a zebra.
Zebra, yeah. I want to get a zebra tan line.
but yeah,
This first
I've
segment's
been
gonna be long.
at them. They're funny. I find them hilarious.
So, go have fun in your death and homework.
Yep.
Oh, is homework? Is that what you're doing?
With death and
Well,
homework.
yeah, also need to get some rest.
Mostly death.
Oh. So you're doing homework and then sleeping?
Well, I may do some in between.
In between what? Netflix?
Consciousness.
Take a
What?
nap. Take a nap until 11 o'clock. Realize I have homework, and then try to finish everything in an hour.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah, my friend gave me his Disney Plus account because Dr. Sheep wouldn't give me his. So
I don't.
got
It's
my
not mine. I don't have
It's
access.
not. He doesn't have Disney Plus.
You wouldn't share it though, so
I
have
can't. It's not mine
It's
to
his
give.
friends.
It's not
It's
even
not his.
Rondo's. It's Rondo's parents.
So I'm using
I
my
think.
friend's
No, it's
Disney
not
Plus.
actually. It's not even Rondo's. It's his
So
girlfriend's.
are you starting with WandaVision or are you watching Falcon and
I finished
what?
watch Mandalorian season 2 first,
He needs to watch
Oh.
Mandalorian.
and then I'll
And
watch.
then you're watching Falcon and Winter Soldier?
Well, I'm gonna watch WandaVision, then Falcon.
I would
Winter
watch
Soldier.
WandaVision first. I think WandaVision bleeds into. Like,
WandaVision is what
Oh,
bleeds.
it doesn't? Wait, have you seen Falcon Winter Soldier?
yeah. What do you think I do
I
every
don't-
Friday morning?
It bleeds into it?
Oh, I think it's going to a little bit.
It's going to? Oh.
I think.
Well, it hasn't yet.
It hasn't-
They've done 4 episodes, and it doesn't appear to bleed in.
No, but I think there was a hint at it at some point, but maybe not. I don't know. That's all gonna come together though.
Alright, I'm gonna leave before you guys.
Oh, and then Loki comes out in June.
yeah.
Okay, he's gone. So, how was your week?
Fine.
What did you do?
School and work,
Oh,
like any other week.
oh. Guess we're ending this first segment. We got that first segment got like filled with stuff that I would have rather have talked about in the second segment. But
Yeah.
it's whatever. I guess before we move on to the second segment, because I want the fourth segment. I have an idea of what I want to talk about. It haven't made that up yet though. So my brain is broken. Oh, so you know how I've been buying these elements, right?
Say it again?
You know how I've been buying these elements and filling out my table with little cubes? Well, okay, so I was just thinking the other day, looking at my cart of next purchases I want to do. I was looking at it and I was like, I'm starting to buy these big cubes because I like the idea of having like, I like
Big
the
cube.
idea of having these bigger cubes of elements.
Oh, yo.
Yeah, see?
Does it have... Oh.
Yeah, so like I like having these bigger cubes.
Do you have Mercury?
Well, I have.
Wait, is that written on there?
Yeah, it's
Oh, they wrote iron on there.
yeah. So this is a block of
Did they
iron.
put like atomic weight or anything?
Not on these. A different company that I bought my first 1-inch cube from does do that. Let me get the bismuth out. So
Wait, how much
bismuth
does the
has
iron
this
weigh?
on the front,
Oh.
and then it's got this on the back, which I think is purity and density.
Oh.
No, it's not the density. Oh, it's the atomic mass. Yeah, atomic mass 208. But
Yeah. But, how much does the iron weigh?
I don't know. I
Kilogram?
never took a weight of it. I never took a mass of it. Oh, it's kind of slick. Anyways, it's
How
definitely
big is it?
it's an inch by an inch by inch.
Oh. Density of iron.
In cubic
In
inches.
cubic inches. 7. Is that right? That's 7 pounds?
7 pounds? What? 7 ounces, you mean?
The density of iron, pounds per cubic inch. Oh, 0.2. Oh, that was grams per cubic centimeter.
Oh, yeah. 7, yeah, that
The density of iron in cubic inches is 0.2. It's like a quarter of a pound.
yeah. So, like, I've been looking at these
What
1-inch
is-
So, anyways, I was looking at these 1-inch cubes. And I was looking at
So
the
there's
price.
16 ounces, right? 4 ounces?
There's 16 ounces in a pound, yes. anyways, so I was looking at these 1-inch cubes, and because I like the idea of having that amount of an element, and I was looking at all these ones I'm gonna buy, and then I'm like looking at like the price of the cubes, the smaller cubes that I haven't collected, because like the ones I haven't collected are above the $30 threshold. And I'm like,
Mhm.
I am literally paying the same amount for elements I already have. For elements I could, but I should be trying to fill up my table instead. And I'm like,
Yeah.
I guess I should probably be trying to fill out the table instead. But I'm gonna get a 1-inch cube of tungsten, and I'm really excited about that one. It'll be super freaking
Tungsten.
heavy. Yeah. But have you
Ah.
seen my silicon? My kilogram?
What is that?
That's a kilogram of
Silicon? Silicon? Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
A lot of fun toys on my desk. A lot of fun toys.
You know, what is it? Tungsten was is also called wolframium, which is why it has the W.
Yeah. Actually, one of my latest ones.
I can't remember if that's like the town. I don't think that was a guy's name. I think that was where it's discovered.
It's a
Like
cube of
Wolfram or
gallium.
something.
But I'm worried to put it in the table because gallium, as you know, sits right above indium. Gallium and indium, when you melt gallium, tends to react with indium and form an amalgam. Well, if it ever gets too warm, wherever I'm keeping my table, it could melt and react with indium or any of the other elements in the vicinity because, those all kind of react with each other in that area of the table. And so I'm nervous. I'm like, I want to put it in the table to fill in the little square because right now it's just this dead spot there that's not filled. I want to put it in there, but I'm afraid it'll melt at some point and do that. I think once I move out of this basement and I can keep the temperature of my stuff at a constant. Because right now I have it really warm. I have it running a space here because it's freezing in the house.
Gadolinium? Gadolinium?
Gallium. I have gadolinium, but it's gallium.
Gallium is the ones that melt, right?
Yeah.
At room temperature.
Yeah.
So do you have it in the freezer?
No, I just have it sitting here on my desk in its little plastic container.
But can it melt?
It can. I've never gotten gallium to melt just by having it sit somewhere yet.
Okay.
But like I said, I don't want to put it in the table because I'm afraid that if it does get warm enough, it will melt and react with the indium. And I don't want it to do that. So,
yeah. Wait. Is it just silver?
What about silver?
Is that just the color? Well, I was just wondering, can't you just put another element there, iron or something, that looks like gallium? It's technically not gallium, but it's just there's a space holder. Because with real gallium, you put it in the refrigerator.
The thing about these element cubes is they all look different than each other. So the gallium is it actually looks very similar to silver. It's pretty shiny.
That's what I was thinking. You could just buy another silver. Put silver there.
But
just so your table looks complete, and then you can keep gallium in another spot.
But if we look at the rest of the table here, the gallium sits. Oh Jesus Christ! I gotta be careful because the sulfur cube in there, is very brittle, and if it smashes into the glass, it'll break.
Really?
Yeah. So yeah, there's a gallium spot right there.
I see.
Yeah. I want to fill out my first 9 block. So I have I have 3x3 elements.
Yeah.
I want to fill that out, and so I have tantalum added to my shopping cart. I should probably exchange the hafnium. I also have tellurium, but I think I should exchange the tellurium for hafnium. Which I'm gonna buy either one anyways eventually, and then I can fill out my first 9. But
yeah,
I don't know. Anyways, I could talk about elements forever, and we have a whole podcast to get to. So,
Yeah.
new segment time. Wow. Okay. Let's actually. Oh, good God. Conference room. Share screen. Coronavirus updates. Go live. 136,564,480 coronavirus cases, 2.9 million deaths, 109 million recovered. Let's look at 2 days ago. Oh boy, look at that. We've got 85,000 new cases in the United States. Oh God, India's gonna surpass Brazil here, especially at a rate like that. Jesus, you see this?
Yeah. Brazil 144. Oh no, Brazil 89,000.
Yeah, but India is just gonna zoom past.
Oh man, I see it now.
Yeah, but I mean, they still got a long ways to go to catch up to us. But let's go take
Hey,
a
is
look
this
at.
this is 2 days ago?
Yeah. Let's go look at the U.S. here. Okay, so California. I mean, these. Oh, wait, let's go to yesterday. Okay, so these case numbers, excluding Florida, are actually relatively down. I'm still surprised that Texas is keeping them that low. I think it's other states that are starting to pick up. Not so much, because obviously, like some of these are really starting to pick up, like Florida. Jesus. Let's go look at old Nebraska here. See how we're doing. We're 35 as per, I think, as per the usual. How have we been doing? So, okay, so we did level out. I think we're kind of slowly creeping back up, as you can see that.
Yeah.
I mean, here it kind of just looks like we've
Plateaued.
plateaued. But I've seen another bump here in the deaths. Daily
Yeah.
deaths. Yeah, see, we saw a bump in the deaths, which I think is strange. Yeah, so very, very interesting. Oh, there's no county ranking anymore. That's dumb. Oh, yes, you have to click on that. Wow, the Everyday Mask 2.0. Yeah, I'm real excited about buying that.
Ooh, is that better than the N95?
No. 95% pure air filter, so no.
Is that equal to N95? What is N95? 99% or 95?
I don't know. I wouldn't trust this. I mean, she's very pretty, but I would not trust what she's advertising.
What are these masks?
Which masks?
These masks are like what? 80%?
80? Sure. Sure. Yeah. So COVID is pretty rough, I would say. I don't know. COVID as a.
Yeah.
Would you? Why? Oh,
What?
thanks. Okay. Let's. So yeah, COVID. Well, COVID's in rough shape right now. So, when do you get your shots?
When?
Yeah, when?
I haven't signed up yet.
Well, actually, today's the last day for the university one.
Yeah, I heard about that. Yeah, I saw that.
Are you not gonna do it?
For the university? Oh, I mean, Hy-Vee offers it too.
Oh, well, I mean, go get it. I'm gonna get mine.
I just haven't been
I wish I would have already
in a
had it.
hurry to get it.
Huh?
I just haven't been in a hurry to get it.
Well, they did say to hold off on getting the vaccine if you've had COVID in the last 90 days.
Yeah, technically June. Getting in June will be when it'll be 90 days.
Yeah. Which, I mean, that'll give you the immunity the longest out of any of us. It's more of a... Yeah, so... COVID is, it's getting interesting. 'Cause,
Interesting.
like, the university just laid off a bunch of people to do the COVID testing, and then the cases shot back up. And so they're concerned, like, what are we going to do here? Also, we all have to get tested before as do all of our guests have to get tested before we go there. I guess my grandma's
Wait, before we go where?
to the
Oh,
graduation.
before we go to the university?
Nobody sent emails yet. I don't know why. I'm kind of waiting for that freaking email to show up, so it's like I can convince my grandma to go get tested.
filled
my
out
grandma might
your
not go
stuff,
because I
right?
don't know
When
how
you're
many
capping
get
down?
to get tested. What?
I said, did you already get your cap and gown and all that?
Yeah, I ordered it. It's not in yet, but it's ordered.
Oh.
Doesn't come till like the days before.
Yeah.
No, isn't it crazy though? We're 4 weeks in. We're 4 weeks away.
I know.
This is freaking insane.
It's right around the corner.
Like, we just finished week 5, and now there's 3 weeks of actual class left, and I'm like, here I was thinking like, oh, I've got all this time to work on my my ACE 10 project. No, I have 2 weeks, and I'm like, oh great, I've got 2 weeks to finish that.
Gonna graduate, right?
I should. I actually so
You should.
my econometrics test. So I was super nervous about it, right? And I was like, I'm gonna fail this. I have no idea what I'm doing. Most of the people in the class have no idea. I got a 60% exact.
That's good,
know-
right? That's
I
a D.
didn't know
Yeah, you know.
anything. I didn't know. I was just writing stuff. I was just like,
You got
what?
a D.
I
Oh
wrote
yeah,
some
forget
stuff.
it. That's how. Wait, is that a D minus?
It's a D minus. It's the threshold.
Oh my
And
god.
I'm like, I passed the test.
That's hilarious.
I passed the test.
You passed.
So here's the crazy part about it.
If you go to I'm glad you don't go to the College of Arts and Sciences. They're like 73 on the dot C. C minus isn't good enough. Not C.
I have a
73 is
C-
what you
in the
need to get.
I had a
Moving
76,
on.
but this test dropped it to
But
70.
you're College of Agricultural or College of Agriculture? Is that what you go to?
It's the College of
Econ?
Agricultural Sciences.
Whatever
and
college you go to.
Resources. But in
Yeah,
ag econ
and so you-
specifically.
They're like, oh, a D? Sure, you're good. D minus? Yeah, sure, you're good. F? That's pushing it. That's pushing it.
That 59%. Gotta cut you off.
Yeah.
Well,
We're gonna cut you off there.
if they didn't, you would just have people
I mean,
not
thinking
show
you
up to
gotta be an
class.
engineer. You gotta be an engineer. You gotta be a physicist or whatever. You got 73 on the dot. 72? Not a chance. Called radical. Yeah, come on in. 72.
That's
You're
the,
good there. You got another 20% to go.
That's the that's
You get
5
a D.
sigma.
You get a 60%. Yeah, you're good. You slid on through. 59. We gotta cut it off there.
That's all about it's all about 5 sigma and how, or isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I watched Physics Girl's video on this new physics thing they discovered.
Oh yeah. That's what I was watching before this.
The muon problem. And she talked about it. I was like, oh, I know about the threshold of significance. We talked about it in econometrics, funny enough.
Yeah, your threshold is 1 sigma.
I've literally, no. But anyways, I've taken this class. And
1 sigma, you're good.
So no, I'm taking this class, and I don't know what's going on. But yet, all this stuff is starting to like pop out at me in places. So I'm like, oh, econometrics taught me that. And I'm just like, oh no. Oh no, I learned something in this
Applying
class.
econ to physics.
Oh no, I've learned something in this class. Oh dear God.
Yeah.
No, but here's the crazy part. So guess what the average score was?
I'm gonna guess below a 50.
Well, no, okay. It was 62.
Oh, you're average.
I was just below average, which is horrible to think that, because like there's 2 people in this entire classroom that are ag econ, so everyone else needs a 73.
Wait, there's 2 people in the classroom.
that are in
So
ag
you
econ.
got so if you got a 60, that means the other person got a 64.
What? No, okay, stop. Anyways, no. So there are 2 ag econ students in my section, anyways. That means that I don't know what he got. I'm assuming he did much better than me. Because he's going to grad school. But that just means that a lot of people failed. A lot. And I'm just thinking to myself,
So a lot of people just did really bad.
well, the median was also right around the same spot.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the median is just the middle of all the scores.
Yeah,
You
therefore
want to
there's an
see
equal
is
number
a
of people.
box and whisker plot.
Well, yeah, therefore there's
You
an
can see the
equal number of
quartiles.
people above and below that threshold, and it was just above.
Oh yeah. Go to if you go to Canvas and look at your grade, Then you can see where you fall with the percentile, with the 20, because you can see 25 percentile, 50 percentile, and 75 percentile.
We'll log into Canvas here. I had this. He actually sent all this in an email. I could probably find the announcement.
You click show more grades or whatever, show more details. Right hand side.
Did I get that? No. Dual. Ever since I got my new phone, Dual Mobile does not want to send
Push notifications?
Yeah.
Really?
No.
Oh, yeah, I had that too. You had to set it up again. Because when I got a new phone, Dual Mobile wasn't working for me either. And so I had to set it all up again. I don't know what it is. It's something about it only sends to your phone. Instead of like the number.
Maybe I just don't have it enabled for it to
And so I had to re-enable that and go through the whole process so I could get my new phone activated for Dual Mobile.
So okay, so I click on midterm 2. And then what? How do I?
Oh, you have to click on show more grades. Up at the top, the very top of the page, right hand corner.
There. Oh, show all details.
Yeah. Now you should see min, max, low. Right?
Okay, so the mean. Holy crap. Okay, so according to him, for midterm 2, the mean that they gave us is 56.9. Oh wait, no, wait. This is out of 75. My bad. This doesn't tell me anything.
But look at the box. But look at the box and whisker plot.
I am not at the average.
Well, see, I think the thing is that when your teacher presented the grades, he probably excluded all the zeros. Because the zeros are all outliers.
Yeah, there were zeros.
Well, he probably just excluded all the zeros because those are the kids that just didn't show up.
Hold on, let me go to
And so all the people that took the test, this is the average. This Canvas can't show that.
Does he have announcements somewhere? Okay, maybe just go to dashboards. Go to inbox. There we go. Announcements. Okay, so here we go. The mean, 62.1. Median, 65.5. Standard deviation, 15.1. Jesus Christ. The average between each grade was 15 freaking percentage points. Holy crap. That is a very wide amount of deviation between each one.
Yeah.
Isn't that kind of high? 15.1 for standard deviation?
Grades are all over the place.
What?
Since grades are all over the place.
Apparently. But yeah. Okay, so he must have excluded the zeros.
The zeros.
Unlike Canvas. Jesus, how many people? Wait a minute. No, because I was well below the average on Canvas. And here, I'm close to the average. Unless this is not percentage points. No, this will still be too high. I don't know. If this is percentage points, holy crap. If it's not percentage points, then it would have to be percentage points. Because no way the standard deviation is 15.1.
Well, okay. Looking at the box and whisker plot, is the right side or the left side bigger?
The left side.
The left side's bigger?
I believe so. Let me go back and look. Econometrics. Grades.
Because those are supposed to be equal. They're supposed to each represent, 25%. So if one's smaller, that means that there's a lot of grades very good that are close together.
Yeah, there were a lot of very good grades at the high end then.
Because the right side is smaller, right?
Yeah, much smaller.
Yeah, because the right side and left side are supposed to be equal in terms of the grade distribution on the mean.
Yeah. So I'm assuming his mean, because no way the standard deviation would be 15.1 if that wasn't percentage points. There's no way.
Well, yeah.
It has to be percentage points, right?
Yeah.
Because there's no way that would be between 0 and 75, because 75 is the maximum number of points. So there's no way the standard
Yeah.
deviation could be 15 in that, right? I don't
Well,
know.
because one standard deviation is what 86% of the grades, right? That means 86% of the grades fall within 15% of the average. That's what that means, right?
I thought standard deviation was the average distance between each grade.
Well, I mean, yeah, it's how much grades. Standard deviation is how much a grade falls from the mean.
Oh.
And so when you
okay.
draw your distribution
So you get
curve,
two curves.
86% of the grades fall within one standard deviation. That means 86% of the grades fall within 15% of the mean. 15 points of the mean.
Jesus. So 50. So a good portion of the class fell below 15%. 15% of the map.
Yeah.
That is horrible.
I think I'm interpreting that right?
I don't know. Doesn't matter. We're not
Or
studying.
is it 15 total, so it's 7 on each side?
I don't know. We're not
I don't,
statisticians.
I'd have to remember. I'd have to look that up.
We're not
I know it's
statisticians.
something like
This isn't our job. This isn't. We're not. We're not statisticians here. Okay. No, but my
Yeah.
one of my professors.
I never took a stats class, so
I did.
I mean I've done statistic stuff in class, but I've never been formally taught statistics.
Did I tell you how the hell what my advisor told me the other day? Have we talked about that yet on the podcast?
Your advisor told you yesterday.
But how the hell I ended up in econ metrics? This wasn't yesterday. This was like 2 weeks ago or something. About how I
think
ended up in econ metrics.
Was it his fault?
How I was supposed to, if I had taken farm management, I wouldn't be in the class.
Yeah, something. I vaguely remember something like
Maybe
this. Yeah.
Oh, I guess yeah. Okay, I.
Because I remember you telling me some story about a class you already took, and then you weren't sure if the credit was going to go through.
Oh, this is a different class.
Oh, this is a different class. Oh, okay.
Okay. So
But what was the resolution of that class? Of the other class?
they moved.
Did you get the credit for that other class?
Yeah. So they took skill 101 or 108, whatever it was called. Whatever. Point is, they took the class and moved it to where it's supposed to be. It was supposed to cover my ACE 8 and this other credit. It didn't do that, and so I had to have it. So another class filled in the ACE 8, which then had this whole trickle down
I had the
effect.
deal was your grade wasn't good enough or something.
Nope. So
Okay, because wasn't there a class that you already took it and you weren't sure if your grade was good enough to satisfy the class?
that's what I thought was the problem. I thought it was because it didn't have a high enough grade. What happened was this class didn't double dip.
They changed what it covers. Okay.
Well, they didn't change it. It just never double dipped. The system just glitched. It never double dipped. And so it only covered one spot, which left another spot open. So when I took another class, it filled that spot, which it wasn't supposed to, which then had this trickle-down effect for like 2 other classes. And ended up I was missing 3 credits, even though I wasn't, because the class didn't double dip.
Yeah.
So anyways.
I got it. Now talk about this metrics class that your advisor messed up.
Okay. Well, they didn't mess up. So econ metrics, the only way to get there's literally I want to say there's only one prerequisite, and that's stats. The hardest, a lot of people who've taken finance are arguing with me that finance is more difficult. I've heard otherwise, but the finance 356 is more difficult. But again, that's they've don't. You have to ask somebody. Anyways, so
like a lot of people say Calc 2 is harder. For me, it was Calc 3.
Yeah, I don't know, but point is, the hardest class in the business college requires one prerequisite, and that's stats 218 or like any stats class. I'm like, that does not properly prepare this for this class. It does not. Stats 218 does not properly prepare you for this class. Not one bit at all.
What prerequisite would you say best suited you for that class?
Maybe like 2 or 3 stats classes would properly prepare you for this class. One one low-level stats class does not approve you for this. And then maybe a class
So
on
this
how to use
metrics
data.
class, this metrics class really kicked you in the rear hind.
Yeah. So okay. So theoretically, freshman me could have taken this class. So okay, that's nice. That's nice to know.
Oh yeah. Perfect.
Great to know. Anyways, so I was telling my professor, I'm like, so how did I end up in this class? What did I need to do to get out of this? He's like, well, you should have taken farm management. I'm like, when you never mentioned farm management. Well, here's what I think would happen. Farm management isn't required for my major. Therefore, it was a free credit, and therefore I wasn't going to take it until my senior year, which would have been too late because I have to take another class that would be the replacement for econometrics.
So you'd have to go 4 years like everyone else.
No, I mean theoretically I could have taken it like in one semester, but the point is, it doesn't matter. I can't go back and retake it. Farm management then gets you into the higher level farm management. And that one satisfies the econometrics thing instead. But because it was a free credit, I wasn't going to take it. And that's what happened there. But he never mentioned that, hey, econometrics is kind of a difficult class. You might want to take this instead. But a lot of people say...
So did you pass econometrics or are you in it right now?
I'm in it currently. That's the one where I just got a 60% on the test.
Oh, that is that class. Oh, okay.
I went from a 76
Is this
to a
the hardest class you're taking?
Yeah. Because most of my classes, I know what's going on.
You know what's going on?
I have no idea.
Really, it's only that metrics class is the only class you're concerned about.
Yeah.
In terms of graduation.
Although, after this last assignment for my ACE 10, I was like, oh, maybe I should start taking this a little more seriously. I got a 65, and I was like, oh shoot. I should probably start giving a little
you're still passing.
Yeah.
See, my classes, if I get a 65, I'm like, oh man, I got to do extra good on the final to counteract that. No, you're like 65. Oh, we're still about the threshold. We're still passing.
But I was more. But I don't know what I don't know what my overall grade is though, because he doesn't upload anything to Canvas.
I see.
And I don't know what points everything's worth, so I can't do an average.
You know, I'm really glad that in my quantum class homework is graded, because if homework wasn't graded, I wouldn't do it, and then I would have no idea what's going on in the class. And literally, that's the only thing that helps me out in the class, because
So my
homework has it helps you out for the exam, but it also helps out your grade to balance out if you do bad.
So
because that's basically the thing that always ruins me. If homework is not graded, it's not getting done.
So my natural resource class, they were like, so we've been thinking about just making the in-class discussion homework. We're gonna make it completion. And I raised my hand. I'm like, no.
Oh yes, good idea.
I raised my hand out, and there's like, Doc, and I'm like, no. And they're like, why not? And I'm like, listen, I barely have enough motivation to do this class as it is. All right, you take the completion grade away. I'm just gonna write gibberish and turn it in. I have This class takes up 2% of my time, right? Okay, 2% of my time, 2% of my brain power. I am not
2%.
What?
2%.
2%. That's more than one. I know that. But
so 1 day, it's 2 hours. You spend 2 hours a day on this class?
Not even.
Oh wait, no, that's not even right.
Yeah.
Oh wait, never mind.
2%.
What is 2% of 24?
Here's the crazy part is, right? So this class
28 minutes. You spend about a half hour a day on that class?
That's actually more.
Multiplied by 7. Divide by 60. About 3 hours a week.
Yeah, actually. Yeah, that seems about right.
So you're right, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a little over 3 hours a week.
The class is about an hour and a half. No, it's from 9:30 to 10:45. No, sorry, 9:30 to 10:30. So that's 1 hour, 1 day a week, and then I watch
One day a week.
1 day a
And then you
week.
spend 2 hours a week on outside class.
But then we have an hour of like lecture, pre-recorded lecture that I watch while I run. So it's not
while you
even
run?
consuming an hour of my time because
Wait, do you say you watch it while you run?
yeah.
You run?
Yeah.
When? Which one do you... Wait, I thought... You exercise?
Kind of. I haven't exercised in a little bit. We got busy in
When did you start running? I didn't know about this.
February. Did you not watch the gym vlogs? Oh, wait. You've been
No.
gone for the past 40 days. Welcome back to the realm of YouTube. Where have you been?
I'm back. Hello.
Yeah. I started running
Wait, so
my mile time.
so you watch it while you run, or
Yeah.
you listen to it while you run?
I'm on a treadmill, so I can just look down like that and just watch.
Oh, you have a treadmill. Wait, where do you get it?
The
Where
rec.
do you have a treadmill at?
The rec.
Oh.
So I put my Galaxy Buds in.
Oh.
I set my phone there on the treadmill, and I run my mile and then walk.
Oh, the Galaxy Wireless?
What?
The Galaxy Wireless?
Yeah. So.
Oh, wait. So your wireless earbuds do work?
Yeah.
I thought these were the ones that you said that you left in the case for like a year and they don't work anymore.
Oh, I mean they work. They're just. I'm sure the battery just isn't as good as it used to be.
Oh, because I remember you telling me that. Oh, you bought these like a year ago and never used them.
Yeah. So anyways, well yeah, I did. I just didn't use them. I use them more often now. Anyways, so yeah, when I run and then do my walking, I just play the lecture. So that's already an hour of my time that I'm not doing anything. So it just occupies that section, and then so I guess it probably consumes more of like 4 hours of my time, but technically an hour of those 4 hours I'm doing something else during it. So therefore, it's just filler. So then the last hour is doing the quiz, which usually takes about 5 minutes before the class, and then the rest of that is finishing up the assignment that they gave us during class. That we would do it during the class, and then obviously you have your tests, which takes way more time than any of those. But I just had 2 weeks off, so
Yeah.
and not every week did I have to work on the other assignment. So 2% is about the right average. So when they gave us 2 weeks off for this class, you can understand why I'm just like, that's stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2%. I can't believe I was actually accurate about that. Yeah.
Yeah. 2%.
2%. 2% of my time. I can make some of those. There was oh my god. There was one time in class, back in math class, I used to just, in calculus, I used to just shout answers. Like, it's just like 7. And they're just like, no,
7.
Why are you trying? Well, one day, I shouted 7. And somebody looks up from the paper's like, how did you do that? I'm like, what do you mean, how did I do that? And they're just,
What do you mean I did that?
are you guessing? I'm like,
The boy's wicked smart.
Was I right? And they're like, yeah, you're right. And I'm like, yeah, I did the math in my head. Sure, I did.
Yeah, what do you mean? What do you mean? Why am I right? Your boy wicked smart.
I actually, so sometimes if it's easy enough, I can do the computations roughly in my head and get a rough estimate. And so on that one, I actually did like shouted 7, and then like 30 seconds later, my head was like, it's somewhere right around 7. I'm like, oh, we'll see if I'm right, and I was right.
More around 7.
The brain finishes computation.
What
you're
is
actually
pi?
right.
4.
Yeah.
It's about 4.
About 4. Do the computation.
Yeah, 4. We'll call it at 4.
Although, it's amazing. My brain can do some computations really fast, and other times somebody else will just like beat me to the punch, and my brain's just like, I don't know what's going on.
It'll short circuit. My brain short circuits.
What's 7 plus 7? What? What's 100 minus 30? Oh, I don't know.
I don't know. I don't have enough brain power for that one.
Yeah. So
That requires excess energy. Neurons I do not have.
the world would be a better place if 22 and 88 added to 100.
Yeah, what do you think about Neuralink?
Oh, with the monkey?
Oh, do you see that?
Yeah. I didn't realize that was with Neuralink. It was a monkey.
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
like, that's
yeah,
pretty
yeah.
cool.
It's crazy. Like it monitors the brain. It has an algorithm that predicts what neurons are communicating what signals for muscle movement.
Yeah.
And then is able to know what muscle movements he's making and so they unplug the joystick, and so he's moving it with his mind. Because the neurons are still firing. And so it's like, oh, these neurons mean I need to move the cursor this way. And so the algorithm is now controlling the computer via his mind,
Monkey.
which is crazy.
Monkey smart. Yeah. So I mean, it's not crazy, and we all knew this was coming. Just a matter of when.
I think it's just really cool, though.
It is pretty cool. I was just like, the minute I found out it was Neuralink, I was like, holy crap! Elon is
Holy crap.
on.
Wait, do you think it's a meme?
No, there's a meme.
What? Oh, no, I'm saying you didn't realize it was Neuralink. I said, what did you think when you watched it? Was this some meme?
No, I saw it on Twitter. I thought it was just some random video from China or something. I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. And then I found out, I was like, oh, that's an American company doing that. Holy crap! All right, this is pretty cool.
That's Neuralink.
America.
That's Mr. Elon.
Yeah, America, hell yeah. So
Mr. Elon, second richest man in the world. To good things.
should be for. Yeah, he's actually the richest man in the world, but actually is actually doing good things with this money for humanity.
Yeah.
Unlike just sitting on it like Jeff Bezos.
And what's he doing wrong with his money? He's providing service. If anything, if you are upset with Jeff Bezos, you should stop buying things from him.
I haven't bought something from Amazon in a while. I do have the subscription. I just haven't bought anything from them in a while. Anyways, it's that time again.
That time?
Stream is. Oh God, there's actually a lot of comments here. Okay, so yeah, new segment time. Your comments had a lot this week.
Is this the third segment?
Yeah, third segment. Now let's start this one off with a fun one. 54321 Truth commented. You are still on. Can you see a new moon at night? He commented. You are still an idiot. I'm like, great. Great way to start this. The moon phases have nothing to do with the Earth's shadow. Yes. Thank you. But you had to remember the logic in this was I was like 5 thinking about how come I can't see it. So like okay, so you gotta remember the concept for can you see a new moon at night came from like when I was like 5 years old.
Yeah.
And it was like, why can't I see a new moon at night? Right? Okay. So you have to think a 5-year-old was having these thoughts, not a 18-year-old when I made this. Actually, 7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Earth shadow.
When I made this video.
Wait. So you do know that, right? Earth shadow does not cause the phases.
Yes, I do know that.
Because see, I thought that too when I was real young, and then I realized, okay, so if Earth shadow causes the phases, how do you make a gibbous moon? Because Earth shadow couldn't make that a shadow crescent, you know? It
Right.
didn't make
And
sense
then
to me how Earth shadow could make a crescent.
Yeah, and then what the
It's a
heck?
shadow.
And
I
then
was like, okay,
lunar
crescent makes
eclipse.
sense, okay? It's a circle, it's just blocking it out, okay? That makes sense. A gibbous moon, I was like, how does Earth shadow create that?
Yeah, then what the heck's a
And so then it's like, oh,
yeah,
the Earth shadow does not cause it. It's
was
just
more
Earth's
of- I guess
position.
my brain knew.
The sun is making a shadow on the moon, and we're perceiving that shadow based on our position about the moon.
I knew how the phases of the moon worked. I just never thought about where is the new moon with respect to the Earth.
Yeah.
I just never thought about.
It's by the sun.
Yeah, it's by the sun. Therefore, you
by the
cannot see
sun.
it at night.
Because it's crazy. Because I looked at a sky map one time, and if you look at it during a new moon, the moon is right by the sun.
Yeah. Did
It's
you?
just that every year and a half it lines up so the moon covers the sun. But yeah, the moon is right by the sun.
I was well at when
I,
2000
what?
when the
2007. I think it was 2017.
yes, when the
That's when
eclipse
the eclipse happened, and I was so intrigued by that. I literally watched the phases of the moon every single day for like I don't know, like 3 months. Like it was like an entire semester because I was so intrigued by this that every morning because like the moon is out during the day, and it's always out during the day. Well, I mean not always. I follow it, and every day it's like an hour behind or an hour ahead or whatever. And it differs by an hour each day.
Yeah. So
It's crazy.
yeah.
And
Okay.
so like then you can, yeah.
So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Truth. Okay. You had to remember, I was a child, and the question was really of where is the moon with respect to the Earth? Why can't I see a new moon at night?
Mhm.
5-year-old me knew how the phases of the moon worked. I wasn't an idiot. Like I wasn't that big of an idiot. It was where is the moon
Are you sure?
with respect?
Is
I
the
don't
moon?
remember. I'm sure I was smarter than that, but you never know. I do remember being taught the phases of the moon in school and me being like, this is stupid and boring. I know how this works. Please skip. But no one ever explained fully how a new moon at night worked. It never really like showed like it's in front of the Earth during the day, therefore you can't see it. No one really talked about that. No one talks about that. That's why the video is so popular, because no one talks about that. You just assume you can see it at night because that's how the moon works. Well, no, that's not how the moon works.
Yeah.
Here's how it actually works. It's with respect to the relationship of the moon, with respect to the Earth. So it's like, yeah, no, that's not how that works. So, thank you.
So I think demos are really cool. I specifically remember my freshman year. I was trying to understand what was it, seasons or something, and I was sitting in my dorm or whatever, and I was like, does the Earth's axis orbit about the sun as it goes around, like precess? The Earth's axis is basically fixed as it goes around the sun. It always points towards a common star, and so essentially, which could I was like, does it wobble as it goes on one side? Because I was like, if that's the case, it's always similar. Because it didn't make sense. Because it seemed like Earth, like the picture that they always show of gravity. The Earth wobbles. The Earth as it goes around. It makes you think that it's like as it's going.
It's wobbling.
It's going like this. It's wobbling as it goes around the curve. Because I saw that picture. And I was like, okay, so does the Earth go around like this? The axis goes like this. And always points to the common star. It does precess, but precession takes like about 24,000 years. After 24,000 rotations, it has made one full circle. About every 12,000 is when it points to a new star. So instead of pointing at what is it, Virgo or whatever, point at another one. Was it Vega?
Polaris.
Polaris, yeah, Polaris and Vega is what it'll point to. Are the two maximum that it points towards.
Yeah. So I mean,
it's cool.
well, yeah. So yeah, screw that guy. Anyways, 10 cool things to look at with a microscope.
But what's also crazy about this is so when the moon does this, when the Earth does this or whatever, it does in fact change our seasons, and in fact it changed the seasons so much that the North African monsoon, which also follows this, is what can create the green savanna. The Sahara Desert. There's also a thing called the Green Sahara, because about 7 million years ago, we know that there were trees there. We know that that's where the first last common ancestor, the chimps, left the tree that created humans, and then eventually that desert drowned out. So then there are humans there. And then that sort of left the trees. Anyways, though, every 15,000 years, 12,000 years or so, that process repeats itself. So it's been doing this ever since we left the trees 7 million years ago. It turns into a desert,
Wish we could see that.
then a green, like Wonderland or whatever you want to call it, and then it goes from rainforest to desert, rainforest to desert.
Jesus
Very
Christ.
cool. Yeah.
It's currently getting more deserty.
Yes. I think I read about it. I think 10,000 years is when
But
it'll go
that's
back.
because of human activity, so.
It was like 5,000 years ago. I just turned to a desert. I think something like that.
The
So
human activity is not helping.
yeah, it was before recorded history of humans.
Well,
Like just before recorded history.
anyways, 10 cool things to look at the microscope. JHOEN. I don't know how you say that. Casem? CASEM. I don't know how to pronounce your name. I'm sorry. Said nice. Thank you. Gym Vlog 2, practicing my threes. Annie Charles commented, who won? Rondo won. And then Javier Montana, the legend, said legend. So, Letitia Science's display case unboxing review. Burrtown Music Group commented, very useful information, 100. Yes, it was. Thank you. I do like making videos about Lusteria. So if you want to see more Lusteria videos, hit subscribe. Maybe someday I would love to get in contact with them. And like, maybe not the sponsor, but like maybe like give me the chance to go out to their plant and like get a tour of their labs and stuff. I think that'd be really cool. I'd love to go see how they make these cubes and stuff. Anyways, unbox and do a whole vlog. Unboxing Swift SW350T lab microscope. Some sort of, I think they're Korean syllables before either Daniel or Danielle commented, I have goosebumps from the styrofoam. Yes. The styrofoam from the stupid box. Oh, yeah.
Cringe.
Warts and is the Oreo done? Probably not. Minecraft Let's Play 38. Donna Orange commented, do another live stream on this Minecraft game. I did do that. DAE number 2, The Dangerous Merry-Go-Round. Shouts 2014 commented, almost like a cyclotron or betatron or a collider concept. No. So he was thinking we were talking about a dangerous merry-go-round as in like accelerating particles to collide together, which somebody had told him, and it was in his later comment that that's what they call the dangerous merry-go-round, was the particle accelerator. No, we're talking about if you can build a merry-go-round and use human power to kill another human.
Yeah, that was a day.
Could
Like a
you
long time
use
ago.
human power to kill somebody? The answer is I don't know. I
I
don't
mean,
know.
you can use human power to kill somebody. A punch, a
Yes.
kick.
Yes, but could you use centripetal acceleration alone to kill somebody?
Yeah, because it was what do you have, a bicycle powering a
You'd
merry-go-round?
have to use a
You
bicycle.
have someone at the end of a merry-go-round on a chair.
Yeah.
And you just don't stop pedaling.
Yeah, it just kills the person.
And so they just keep going around and around and around and around.
So
And
I don't
so
know.
it's-
We never. I don't know. But yeah.
You know, I see. Now that I think about it, I bet what would happen is that essentially for me, I'd pass out probably because we all know my stomach can't handle that.
Oh,
And so
I remember Christmas. I remember Christmas.
I'd probably pass out.
That
The
was
average
Christmas,
person,
right?
After X amount of turns, they'd probably pass out too. Yeah, that was Thanksgiving.
Oh, was it Thanksgiving?
I swear it was Thanksgiving, and it was a long time ago.
I just remember like looking over.
But I just remember we had all this food at Grandma's. I went to the park, went on the merry-go-round,
Probably
and then-
5 minutes. It wasn't even not even that much on the merry-go-round.
and
you
it didn't.
just
And then
skewed.
my food from lunch did not stay down.
I was just like, bruh, come on, seriously? I think it was Christmas because
Everyone have always done that to me.
Thanksgiving is a lot nicer.
The
than
worst
Christmas.
ride, what is that one ride the hell? Worlds of Fun. You go around on like it's a big tube, pulls you to the edge, to like centripetal force or whatever. It's like a vertical merry-go-round. Instead of being on a plane, you're against a wall. You're held against the wall.
Oh yeah, I've seen videos of this thing. It's just
Yeah, it's wild. I've done it twice in my life.
there's no
Both-
safety harnesses, is there?
No, I've done it twice in my life. The first time, I about threw up, but I spaced out enough time between lunch. The second time, I didn't space out enough time between lunch and that ride. And, well, yeah.
I mean, truth be told, that ride might make me vomit. That sounds horrendous.
That is a wild. I think see, it just goes on so long. It just doesn't stop. And yeah, my weak stomach cannot handle that. I've never had that feeling on a roller coaster.
I don't go on.
Only on spinny rides. Every spinny ride does that to me.
Anyways, Lime and College Farming Simulator 19. Let's play 26. Team Dinzir commented. He's cracked, boys. Lol. I never went back and watched to see how crazy I was in that video. But anyways, can you eat an onion like an apple? TGIF 64. Oh my god. Team Dinzir commented nice. So he did say nice, but like he did this, so you know it means nice. And then unboxing the Samsung Galaxy S21 5G. I recorded this video like months ago, it feels like. Donna Orange commented, I made a World Cup Dr. Sheep. That's a callback to the stream. Okay, so Arzian de Gaulier, right, commented first and then left another comment saying favorite YouTuber. Here's the thing, though. He commented first, like 2 hours after the water bottle left his comment.
What?
So he was like, first. And I'm like, no, bro. The water bottle commented like 2 hours ago. And the water bottle commented 5G phone with 4G LTE. Actually, I mean, it says I pick up 5G. I've never measured to see if I actually am getting 5G. But, I mean, it says I am. I don't know if that's true, but... And then, just walking 5,000 blocks in Minecraft, number 3. In Minecraft. Why did I put number 3 on there? Whatever. Anyways, Mr. Omega commented, keep it up, bro. Thank you. Yeah. So that's all of the comments for the past 2 weeks. Wild time. Wild time. So future of the channel before we get into the 5th
What is the subscriber count at?
332.
332.
Yeah.
What is the goal by June?
Alright, if we could be at 400 by June, that'd be awesome. I don't think we'll make it, but...
Wasn't the goal 1,000 by December?
Yeah, we have to, we have to hit 500. We have to hit 600. Sorry, 500 by the end of June to be anywhere near on track to hitting 1,000 by the end of the year.
Yeah, we want to hit 600 by the end of July, right? Or no, June is halfway, yeah. So we want 600 by the start of July, end of June.
No, 500. 500
600.
is halfway between 1,000.
Oh, yeah. Oh, wait, what am I thinking?
You're
Why am I
thinking
thinking
in
600?
terms of like, in terms, so like there's 12 months in a year and June's the 6th year, so you're thinking 600.
Oh, yeah. Is that what I'm thinking?
That's what
we need
that's why I
500
was
by
stumbling
June.
over my words. I was trying to say 600 by end of June. I'm like, no, it's 500, half of 1,000.
Yeah, you threw me off.
It
500 by the end of June.
throws me off too. But yeah, I mean, I don't know how I mean, we'll see. I think once this summer starts and we start doing more, we're not doing weekly
More videos.
podcasts, but we're doing weekly you and I talking. So podcast every other week, and then on the other week, we're doing on I think Wednesdays. I think is what we decided. Wednesday nights or whatever night during the week we can get. We're doing the philosophy videos.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which we're starting those.
That'd be
soon.
cool. As soon as school's over.
Yeah.
I can't wait till school's over.
So I'm trying to.
I'm already starting to kind of plan out my summer. I guess there's 3 people, 3 like upper, like they're not like managers, but like 3 people within the meat department that are leaving because either because they're having kids or the wife's having kids or whatever, and they're leaving during the summer. And so basically, the upper manager of meat department, he wants to make me wants to train me to fill their positions or whatever, help out fill their positions. And so I need to talk to him and see if there's a pay raise going on with this too. Hope there is. But anyways, that means I'm going to get at least 40 hours a week. And so hopefully it'll be fairly consistent days.
So actually,
because usually when this happens, it's fairly consistent days. And so it'll just be 5 days a week, 8 hours a day.
Actually, I was trying to think. Do I want to talk about? So the fourth segment, I kind of wanted to make it about finding jobs and stuff. And I guess maybe we can just end the but I also want to talk to you about this physics thing. So maybe if you can explain.
About what? Oh.
Do you know anything about the muon still, or no?
No, I haven't watched. All I watched was the physics scroll video.
Okay. Well, don't worry about it.
I don't know anything about the experiment. All I know, because she just explained it something happened. I don't know at all what happened because she didn't talk about what happened. She said that something happened, and basically something that happened is our prediction of physics about this wobble does not match the number.
But it's still
which basically indicates that either our physics is all wrong, or there's some new physics that we need to include because the standard model does not predict it correctly.
But it's only 4.2 sigma or something.
Yeah. So which basically means that it's not. It could be some measurement error.
It's close.
Or whatever, and so which basically means that we just didn't measure it right or whatever. I guess. And so I'll maybe we can move this give me 2 weeks or whatever, because I still want to read about this.
That's fine.
I saw PBS Spacetime made a video about this, and they usually go pretty in depth with these sort of things.
So I guess then for the fourth segment, we'll talk about jobs. Fourth
Sounds
segment
good.
time, because we'll just tack this in with the YouTube stuff.
Yeah, we can talk about this muon thing another time.
Right. Okay. So actually, I was just talking to so big. I was making big plays this week in the job thing. So Tuesday, I finished this really big assignment.
Found a job in Hawaii.
Huh?
Hawaii?
Oh yes. Anyways, I'll have a story about that, but we'll have to tell it after the podcast.
Oh.
Anyways,
so what?
After the podcast. Anyways, so okay,
Oh.
so Tuesday I finished the assignment, so I'm like, great, I have all this time now. So first thing first was okay, let's pick back up on my resume because I had finished. I was working with our cousin on it, and then I stopped. I picked back up where we left off, did some work, went and saw the career counselor, as she was just like, yeah, delete all this, add this, change that. I'm like,
what cousin did you work with?
I'd
text it to me.
Yeah, but anyways, this person was just like, move all of this because it's not significant because I was all in high school.
Actually, my class I took last semester. I learned a lot about resumes, and anyway. I can either confirm or deny or just have no input.
Okay.
I imagine if it came from the career coach, I'll agree with pretty much all of it because I learned how to write a perfect resume according to the career coaches. So I literally have a resume that's perfect.
So anyways,
according to them.
So she had me cut all of the high school stuff except for the fact that I was in 4-H and FFA because she's like, obviously these ag lenders are gonna be looking for that kind of stuff. So include that.
You do not include anything from high school unless it is specifically relevant for your job.
Yep. So she's like, get rid of everything, keep that. Just make them
Everything
lines of how long you were in them.
The only time you include high school stuff is if you are a sophomore or earlier.
Yeah.
Looking for a job in college. As soon as you're junior level, it's all high school stuff. It's time to go. It's time to find more relevant experience to add to your resume. That way, when you go find a job, everything is up to date within the last 5 years.
Okay, so then she was just like, okay, now go to. So then I had the Angler program in there, and she's like, you're pretty good here. Change it up, change the wording up to
Oh,
what, how, and why. What it is, how you did it, why you did it.
yes,
She
yes,
basically changed
yes.
it up to that. Most of them were okay. I'm not gonna bother with them. They were alright. I changed one up a little bit. Otherwise, they're fine.
Mhm.
Um, so those
Yeah.
were
And
good.
you don't use personal pronouns.
Right. Yep. I had to go and get rid of those. That was difficult.
And
Um,
you write out, and you don't write out numbers either. You type. Oh yeah, that's another thing. Include numbers if you can.
I don't have any numbers. Anyways, so
Mhm.
we then got to then she was like, add this thing called projects. And so she's like, include any projects you've done that will be relevant in your classes to these professors. Well, I haven't done a lot of
Yeah,
projects.
yeah,
So the two I included on there
yeah.
was one of them I'm currently working on. Well, I guess technically I have three
Mhm.
projects because my YouTube channel is technically a project that I did for a
Yeah.
class, and that class is a very important class to put on there. So I did. YouTube is on my resume. I hand
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
right
And
hand.
you should include statistics too.
Well,
Include like how when you started and how you made like 300 subscribers practically within a year.
I didn't
200, so
because that
that's
wasn't.
including numbers is
I didn't want to
good.
get into that because
I mean,
I don't
granted,
want
your
them
numbers
to be
are
like, can we see a video? Well, the videos aren't have nothing to do with what I'm doing. The only video that'd be worth it would probably be the econ video, or I want to make a video in the future on how banks work, and then also the one we're gonna do on game theory. So
Oh yeah, yeah.
there's literally nothing. They're not gonna listen to this, and if they do, I can bleep it. Whatever. They're not. They're gonna be like, what's? They're not gonna. They're not even gonna know. The point
Yeah.
is, um, so I was just like, okay, those are literally three videos. Only one of those is real so far, that are actually going to be significant in what they're looking for. So I'm like, there's no point in including any of that stuff.
Yeah.
Maybe I will. I don't know. We'll see. But the point is, they're like, include these projects. So then the other two projects were, one was me and a guy proposed a community college. Oh, also you do this in present to past. So the present one was I'm working in this group to make a new product, make a company about said product, and then how to market it. So it's all about marketing this new food product, which
Mhm.
is pretty significant. Um, because of writing business plans and stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm like, that's pretty important. And then this other one that it is was I proposed building a community college in David City,
Mm.
which is like she's like, yeah, they're gonna want to see that. Put that on there. They're gonna want to see something. You did a project like that. Put
Yeah,
that
yeah.
on there. That's very important because you're working in these rural spaces. They want to see that. So I had to put
Yeah,
that
yeah.
on there. I only had two projects. I don't have any other projects really that I've done that'd be significant.
Yeah.
She's like, but tailor it. So like, if I ever go to
Yeah,
apply,
yeah.
so then she's like, so tailor it. So if I ever go and apply to for say I can't get a job, right, working for a bank, or like this first month I start applying, I don't get any jobs, and so I'm like, okay, let's broaden the search horizon a little bit. I know you're supposed to write in first and then shut down. I don't want to work for a congressman or woman. I really don't. Anyways, but if it comes down to that, it's a job. A job's a job. Anyways, so I would change that to something that'd be policy. And I've done lots of policy projects. I've done, and I'm currently working on one about space debris. I've done one on space debris. So, I mean, they're not. Every policy project I've done has been on space debris, so it's not super useful, but it's relevant. And so yeah, and then I went and changed my work stuff to I don't remember what I changed it to, but I changed some stuff that was more relevant to what they needed. So like building personal relationships, building teams. I built these relationships with these contractors, so I talked about that. So like, it's great that you were team member of the month, but that doesn't mean anything to them. They need to know that you have skills that are applicable to what they're looking for. And so I changed it to that. And that was about it. Oh, they're also saying if your GPA is not a 3.0 or higher, don't include it.
Yes.
Also, she got rid of all my high school information about that. So
What is it? What is your GPA on your resume?
2.9.
What?
2.9.
Oh. Well, hopefully after the semester.
Technically, we'll see. My GPA is technically a 2.899.
Ooh.
So it's a 2.9 rounding up. And
Yeah.
it's a 3.0 rounding up. So
I don't even know what my GPA is.
anyways, so yeah. That's it. That's. She also made like my name bigger on there because it was the same size as everything else. But she was like,
Oh, yeah.
"This is-
Yeah, I did a lot of formatting with mine. So I have technically 2 versions of my resume. I'll let you finish talking now.
So yeah, I finished this Thursday night. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna start applying for jobs Friday. But our cousin, did you see the text? She was like, you need to change your profile picture on your on my email because it was the 13 planets.
Oh, yeah. Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter.
No,
Wait.
you
Mercury,
skipped
Venus,
Ceres.
Earth, Mars, Ceres, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, Pluto, Haumea, Maki, Aries.
Aries, yeah.
Aries.
So yeah, she was like, yeah, you need to get a headshot taken. And I was like, how the hell am I gonna get a headshot taken? Well, so Saturday while I was out and about, I had Outback with me, and I'm like, hey, let's go manufacture a headshot. So I went downstairs, threw on a button-up shirt, threw on my tie, threw on my
Yeah, that's what I did.
threw on
Because
my
I needed.
threw on my jacket, put my clip,
Uh-huh.
my tie clip in, and then took a picture outside with my cell phone, and that was good enough. You know, the picture's this
That's literally
big.
what I did. Because I needed a picture for my, we had to make it for this class. We had to make a LinkedIn and a handshake, and I had to have a picture of myself. I was like, I don't have like a recent professional picture of myself of me looking like professional with a shirt and tie.
Yep.
So I literally just stood in front of my room next to this door or whatever, because I was like, I'll just have a white background, and I made sure I didn't have a white shirt on, and I just threw on a shirt and tie. I was like, all right, here we go, we're good to go.
Yep. Mine was just some trees, pretty manufactured, close up. Yeah, Outback was just like, you have 64 megapixels on your camera. I'm like, I kind of forgot about that. I ended up using the telephoto one, so it's only like 12 megapixels, but still. 64 megapixels on the main shooter. And I'm
Oh,
like,
we're doing good.
huh? It wasn't close enough, though.
My GPA is 3.2.
Oh, so put that on the resume. Not great, but it's above.
It's not great. Yeah, I know. It's something.
3.2. Wow, I can't believe you have a 3.2 and I have a 2.9.
Well, see, here's the deal.
And I have like
3.2.
D's and C's. Well, of course, you failed classes, didn't you?
Oh, wait, now that I think about this. Wait, no, I'll be good. Because I'm just trying to think about this. Okay, I get a 3.2. My 3 classes, I'm taking one of them pass fail. And the other one, if I get a C, that's a 2. I'll get an A in the other one, which means my GPA will be a 3. Which means it should go down. However, the class I'm taking
I'm in the podcast. I'm
won't
listening.
affect it that much.
What are you saying? Sorry.
However, it won't go down much because it's so little credits. And because I think one of the classes. Yeah. Never mind. It'll be good.
I love how you're taking 2 classes.
Because this affects.
And the one that's you just took
What?
to take it is the more difficult one.
I'm sorry, I wasn't listening. I was looking at my. Wait, say this again?
I love that you're taking 2 classes this semester, and the second one you take.
3 classes.
Oh, sorry, but
3 classes.
sorry, you only need one of those, right?
Yeah, I only need one of them.
Well, one of the other 2 is more difficult than the other ones. Hello, Rondo. Hello, everybody. Say hello to Rondo.
Hello.
Anyways, he's going to his
Yeah,
cave.
that's usually how classes go. One class is more difficult, right?
Yeah, but that class doesn't matter.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so in order, so the most difficult class I'm taking pass fail, which I don't technically need. The second most difficult class is the class that I actually need, And the easiest class is the class that I have like a 98% in.
No, who cares? Pad
That
the
class
grades.
is basically just a buffer, so my GPA will still be good from the second class.
Yep. Are you even caring about the pass fail one? Do you? Why would you even? Don't even do it. Don't even worry about it. Don't even.
Because
If
it's
it's pass
still
fail,
interesting.
what's the matter?
Well, it's pass fail, but like I mean, the information I'm learning is still relevant for a job if I decide to go into this specific area.
I suppose. So.
But if I decide to do anything with data analytics, I will need this class.
So speaking of
This class is relevant for that.
So I was actually at your parents picking up the lab coat because I needed to get a picture taken for Angler, and it's Dr. Sheep, so I need my lab coat.
Yeah.
Anyways, so I was there, and your dad had two questions for me. First one was, are you applying for jobs, and can you convince Phil to start applying for jobs? And second, can you help me with your doorknob? I couldn't help him with his doorknob, and I'm like, I don't know. I haven't talked to
The
Phil.
doorknob.
The doorknob broke, and so I'm the resident doorknob expert. So I told him, I was like, well, I don't know how. See, the thing is, I told him, like, well, see,
It's the back
I
door,
see the
right?
doorknob after they get it out of the door. Not, it's still stuck in the door. How do I get it out? How do I? So he's like, how do I remove the plunger? And I'm like, I don't know. Your door is stuck like that. I would personally just go grab the Sawzall and just and take 3 hours cutting through it. That might burn your door down, but hey, you'll cut through it. So,
Yeah.
or I guess start taking like a chisel or something, just beating the crap
Was it the
out of
back
it.
door? Which door was it?
The one in the garage that leads to the kitchen.
Yeah. Oh, wait. What was wrong with that door?
The doorknob just died.
Really?
Yeah. You can't get the key in it anymore, and the plunger got stuck in the closed position, so you can't open the door.
So you had to go in through the living room then?
Well, that's how he took me inside, and then he was just like, well, while we're here,
Look at my doorknob.
while you're here, look at my doorknob. Like, oh, great. So, before that, he was like, so you start applying for jobs? I'm like, actually, I'm going to start applying Monday. After I was like, I'm doing headshots today, and then Monday I'm going to start applying for jobs. He's like, well, can you start convincing Phil to start applying for jobs? Because I don't know what's going on with him. Like, well, I think he was going to wait till June because his lease runs up in July to start applying. And he's like, well, doesn't he know this is months of process? And I'm like, yeah, I was just talking to somebody. The job market is 6 to 9 months. So, I'm going to sound like your dad here. You should start applying for
Yeah,
jobs.
I know. I just want to wait till I'm done can I get all the graduation stuff out of the window?
I don't blame you, but I'm at this
But
point where
continue your story though.
what? That was the story.
That was the end. You got the lab coat and then you left.
Yeah, I was just like, I can't help you with that. I see it after it gets to me. I'm like, hey, shoot me a text or something when you want it rekeyed. I'm going to be in Lincoln, so maybe I'll rekey it for you. Do your new one, but he never did, so.
I see.
I think most people just kick the door in.
Wait, so after graduation, is that when you're taking home the rest of the stuff?
Yeah. That's going to be a process, because I walked down there, and I was like, shoot, there's a lot of stuff down here. There's also a rocket down there.
Oh, yeah, the rocket, too. We need to launch that.
And launch it. So we'll have to do that so that I can take the rocket home.
I'm going to add that to the list. We have to do that this summer.
Well, you mean like this first week of May?
Why?
Like that first week, we're going to have to go paint it and launch it.
Well, no, I only want to launch it on a clear blue sky.
Right.
Not launch it on I don't care when it gets done, but we're waiting like a day like today. Like today is a pretty nice day. There's not a cloud in the sky. Because the thing that sucked about the last time is that when it went up into the clouds. I want it to go up so that way there's no clouds for it to disappear into. Yeah. And we also need to paint it bright red so we can see it.
I thought we're painting it green. I already have green paint.
But they don't get lost in the grass.
Well, it's lime green. Not dark green, it's lime green.
I still feel like it's green though. I feel like we need to make it red so it just stands out like a sore
I already
thumb.
bought the paint like 2 years ago.
Why'd you buy green? I said red.
We agreed on it.
Green? No, I thought we agreed on red.
It was like, no, we agreed on this vibrant yellow-green paint.
Did we?
Yeah. All those years ago. That was 2 years ago we agreed on this.
I feel like it was red.
That rocket's been sitting there for 2 years.
If I'm wrong, I still feel like red is still better than green because
it's
green
too
is
late
it's still gonna get lost in the grass.
No, not a lime green rocket.
But you're still like a long ways away. I mean,
Well,
okay, I get it's not the same color of grass. I get that, but the fact that it's a similar shade, but the fact that it's still a shade of green is what throws me off. Because if it is red, it'd stand out like a sore thumb.
Well,
If it's green, it's gonna be harder to spot, even if it is a different shade.
I want to use that paint, so we're going to use that paint. I bought
Why
that
did
paint,
you-
and I want to use it.
Oh my! We're not even gonna use all of it.
Huh?
We're gonna need all of it.
I can't return it, so
Oh,
I want
that's
to
your
use it.
fault.
I know we're not gonna, we're going to use only a fraction of it, but I still want to use it. Anyways,
Alright.
there's a lot of stuff down there that I'm like, oh crap, I don't know. Like the entire man cave. What? I don't even know what to do with that.
Oh yeah, all the,
I mean-
the lava lamp and all that stuff.
Like obviously the lava lamp and the TV. The lava
The
lamp will
TV
stay
's-
with me.
it's
The
the
TV
TV
will,
ours.
will stay there. The stand will stay there. The couch will stay there. All that'll stay there. But like
Okay.
the planets and stuff.
I mean, we can leave that there. That'll probably come down when Dad does the basement. We
Isn't
can
he
take
doing
it down if we want.
Isn't he doing that
I
this
mean,
summer
if
though?
you don't want them, then I say they. If you don't want the planets, then I say we stay there until Dad
Well,
does remodel.
here's what I'm thinking. Okay. We keep it. We keep the man cave basically as it is, other than like a few items. Pull those out of there, and then hopefully I have a new job, and depending where the job is, maybe have someplace new. I take it all set up in this new place.
Mm.
That's what I'm kind of banking on. So tell your dad, like, once I get a
What
job,
about-
I can.
What about the
finish.
whiteboard?
I'm taking it.
Because Dad, I think Dad's been using that for Zoom stuff.
Well, I mean, there's not gonna be Zoom next semester, so
Really, for LPS?
yeah.
Really?
I mean, what's gonna be after? He's gonna have 1 week left. So I mean, if he wants the whiteboard still up, I'll leave it up. But then
Yeah,
he
I
owes
say
me
leave the whiteboard up
compensation.
until he's done with school, and then when next semester, I guess he's on his own.
Well, I mean, yeah. So, I mean, he can buy the whiteboard for me.
He can buy the whiteboard from you.
He'll be like,
Well,
wait a
that's-
minute here. This seems like an unfair trade.
What about all the light bulbs? Are you gonna replace all
Oh,
the
yep.
light bulbs?
I'm gonna take all the light bulbs out that I put in there and put all the old ones back because I still have the old ones.
And so, are you taking all the new ones, or can you? I don't. You can't return them, can you?
No,
Return used light bulbs.
no. This was like 3 years ago. I put these light bulbs in. So nope. I'm taking all the light bulbs.
Yeah.
Take them all with
Yeah,
me.
that's gonna be a project.
This will be a project. This will take like a week, I think.
Yeah. That'll probably take a week.
Yeah.
I was thinking like a couple weekends or something. Yeah,
got a
that'll take a
whole-
while.
Like I forgot. We have a map down there. I gotta pull. There's
Oh,
a
you have
map.
a map.
The funniest thing is, like, I was hoping that'd be a permanent place for that map, but apparently it's not. So.
Yep.
I mean, it's more of like some of that stuff is like more like I pull it out of there, like a lot of the man cave stuff is like pulling it out and then putting it back in after he's finishing remodeling.
Yeah, I say we
Although
almost.
I don't know, I don't think your dad's gonna remodel this summer
No, I don't know.
because
I don't know what his plans are. I don't think he knows what his plans are.
because the price of construction materials is outrageous. What? Okay. So I bought a piece of plywood because I've solved our problem for putting our luggage in the back of my truck. I'm building this cover
Luggage?
for the back of my truck. So when we go to the
Oh,
like, where are we gonna put our bags? There's 4 of us in this truck. Where are we gonna put all of our stuff?
Yeah.
So
The back.
we're gonna put in the back, and I'm building this plywood cover. Plywood
Ah.
is usually $11. This kind of plywood is usually about $11. Guess how much I paid for it?
20.
Huh?
20.
$50
50?
for one sheet of plywood.
Why?
Corona.
What has happened to the Corona ruined the lumber business?
Corona. We trade with Canada to get all of our lumber.
Oh.
And
All the
also,
lumber comes
there's
from
a
Canada?
huge demand, like a massive demand to build houses. Because the interest rates have plummeted.
Housing is super good right now. Everyone's like, I'm gonna build a house. Excuse me.
I don't think your dad's gonna. Your dad had a budget for building stuff like 2x4s. They're usually like $3. They're $7.
Yeah. Now that you mention that, maybe he won't.
I don't know what drywall it is. All the drywall got moved outside, so I don't know what drywall usually is.
Yeah.
But I can't imagine it's any better.
Yeah, maybe he won't do remodeling this summer. I don't know.
Purely that
Well,
gives.
see, but I don't know what his other project is. I mean, I don't know what he's working on in the barn right now because he's almost done with the truck.
He'll be able to do electrical because
Oh, maybe that's what he'll do. Because I mean, he can't put up drywall. He can't put up drywall until he does plumbing and electrical.
Yeah. Copper prices and PVC. I mean, those aren't that much higher than.
That's what he'll be doing. Because I mean, I think he's almost once he's done with the truck and the shed. I mean, I don't know what else he has going on out there. I think he wants to start on remodeling. And so, but yeah, plumbing and electrical is definitely a must before drywall and all that. So I guess maybe he'll wait for drywall to go down and he'll start plumbing and electrical now while he can.
He's gonna have to wait till next year
to completely finish. Yes.
To even start.
What do you mean? You said you can do electrical now.
Oh yeah, I mean to do drywall though. He's gonna have to wait a whole year to start on that.
Yeah, but he can start putting up electrical and stuff.
Because I bet you his budget is what prices were, before the pandemic.
Yeah.
Well, they're now 3, 4, 5 times the amount they were before.
Yeah.
Your dad could sell the house.
Yep.
He should just sell the damn house and go buy a better house.
Yeah, but I mean, he can keep waiting longer.
Yeah.
And finish it up so it's worth even more.
Fucking. Yeah, the housing market is outrageous. But yeah, so okay, so what is your so now let's so your dad knows what's going on. What's your job? So you're just gonna wait till after graduation? You better tell your dad that.
Yeah. Well, okay, so
because now I look like the responsible one.
First, I need to figure out what's going on with Hy-Vee, so I know like whether or not I'm getting paid more or less. I mean, I kind of do need to stay because I mean he's literally losing like 3 upper managers. I mean, I like you said. I mean, if the job market's 6 to 9 months, I guess it really doesn't mean it. It really doesn't matter if I start looking now.
Theoretically,
because I mean, it'll be 6 to 9 months before I even get hired. I'm just kind of in this like mindset that like once I apply, I'm gonna like start up within a month because that's how Hy-Vee was. I sent in the application, and within a month I had the job.
But see,
that's basically what I'm thinking is how a real job is. But I guess I'm totally wrong.
Apparently, real jobs.
Apparently, real jobs. It's 9 months between sending in the application and getting hired.
Apparently, well, no, it's like it's because like apparently these companies they just.
Well, I guess now that I think about it, Dad was telling me a story about like how. He had a job that he applied for. He applied to OPS too, Omaha Public Schools.
Yeah.
He said it was 2 years after he sent in that application that they reached out to him. 2 years. Oh. They had his application on file for 2 years before they finally got to his name.
Walmart doesn't do that.
Yeah, you're still looking for a job, and he said, "No, I have one now."
Walmart doesn't. Yeah, Walmart keeps them on file.
So I guess I mean, when I applied to Hy-Vee, I applied, and then with like 3 weeks later. I think it was maybe 2. I think 3 weeks later I started. 2 weeks later I had an interview, and literally the next week I had orientation and training, and I was starting within a month.
Menards was literally just like they wanted me to start so soon. I was just like, you got to give me another week. I got to graduate and get my teeth pulled out. So give me a minute. Yeah. It's like I gotta have surgery, and I gotta graduate. So give me some time.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah. I guess that's kind of the illusion I'm into.
But that's retail.
But see, the other thing though is that, like I said, I don't want to apply for a job here, and I've had a lot of people I've talked to that said, if you plan on moving, they recommend that, not applying here. If you have interest in going somewhere else, don't look for a job here if you don't want to live
Dude,
here.
the job market here is outrageous. Unemployment is down. It's not up. Unemployment is down. And there are. Have you seen all the
Basically-
freaking signs on the side of the road recently? For like, we're hiring? Like, everywhere is hiring. The job market where we are is crazy. Things are back to the way things were before Corona.
Yeah,
for
I know,
jobs.
but like that doesn't mean I want to live here, though.
Well, yeah, I'm just
I
saying,
want
like,
to
there is a
find a
strong
job in a place I want to live,
Yeah.
which is the problem. Okay, because I need to find out where I want to live first. Once I know where I want to live, then I find jobs in that area.
Yeah, that's your problem.
And that's the problem. I need to find out where I want to live.
There's a. Yeah.
But also, I guess the type of job I want kind of dictates where I live, because obviously, what if I know what kind of job I want specifically? There's certain regions that are better to live than others that still match my credentials of what I want in a place.
It's
Like,
crazy.
I could go one place that's geographically similar to another that has the opportunities I'm looking for.
What are you looking for? I think we've discussed this, but I don't think you've really
Geographically or job wise?
both. Let's go start with job first.
Both. So job wise, I'm still like hopping the fence on what it is I want to do. I know I want to do something with Spanish. I want to be able to, whether that be a translator or just like working in a force where I'm using Spanish every day. I want to include that because I don't want to lose it. I put too much time, money, and energy into this, and it's still a passion of mine. I don't want to lose that.
Remember what I said?
And so I want to find a job where I can use that.
Remember what I
Okay,
said about
that's one thing.
Spanish?
Yeah.
5 years ago?
What did you say?
Remember how I was just like, you're gonna do this, and then you're gonna use it for like a year, and that's gonna be the end of it.
Exactly, but see, the thing is, I can use it depending where I go.
Yeah.
Anywho,
Just go work
the
at
next thing
Menards.
is I want to find something where I can... What?
Go work at Menards.
What did you say? Work at Menards?
If you're a GM and you can translate Spanish, you will use it on a daily basis.
Really?
I can
On a
almost
daily
guarantee
basis?
you, because if a GM works almost every single day, and there's almost every single
Huh?
day, I would almost I wouldn't say, because like obviously I'm not there the entire time, so I have no idea. But
Yeah.
like
Is it customers or employees?
customers
Customers, really?
that speak Spanish, and like my
I
broken
mean, the thing is,
Spanish
I don't...
is just enough with their broken
The thing is that...
English that I can make trade deals. But
Ah.
like literally, I had to help a guest.
I mean, the
I had
thing
to,
is
like,
that,
little, like,
the
4-year-old
thing is,
daughter.
the thing is, though, I need to make sure that, whatever job I go into, I have the vocabulary necessary. Like, I have conversational Spanish. Like, I feel like I could describe what I'm looking for, but it'd be much more efficient to have the word at hand that I'm looking for,
Yeah, it was.
I have a pretty good conversational Spanish. I could probably describe almost anything. I could describe wood if I needed to without actually knowing the term for wood. I could describe a 2x4 without actually knowing what the word for a 2x4 is, just because my conversational is that good that I can describe something.
Unfortunately,
in layman's terms, and then-
something. It.
But,
these guys
obviously it
come
makes
from
things more
English
efficient if I just
perspective.
have the word at hand.
Unfortunately, the daughter. So like I was translating through the daughter, and she's like only 7, so she doesn't know the term for joint compound or drywall mud. She doesn't know those words in English because she doesn't know what it is.
Yeah.
So it's just like the guy knows it in
So-
Spanish, but can't describe it to her because she doesn't know any of the words.
So how did the conversation go?
They kind of like stuff for walls, and I'm like mortar. So I took them back to the mortar, which we walked past the drywall mud, and they're like, "That's what I want." I'm like,
Oh, I see what you're doing. So she was describing what she needed. So you took him to all the different areas of the store
Well,
till you finally
technically-
found out what it was that he was trying
Technically,
that he
the
wanted.
mud is literally like that. Actually, what they're looking for, all the wall stuff is like that kind of stuff's all in the same spot, so we didn't have to go very far.
But it was like what, drywall putty or something?
It's just drywall mud, plaster.
Drywall mud. Buster.
Yeah, so I was just like, yeah. But, like, you know, I know my numbers. And so I'd sit there and they'd ramble off some stuff and she'd go to translate English and I'm like, no, I get what he's asking. Because, like, he was pointing and I'd pick out the numbers and I'm like, yeah, I get what he's saying. And I'm like, yeah, ochenta. And he's like, ah, okay. And I'm like, see, ochenta.
80.
And he's like, okay. I'm like, yes, 80. 80 alto.
With your broken American accent in Spanish.
Yep. With my broken Spanish, I was able to. I could actually, except with him and his wife got in an argument. Then I was just like sitting there, like just staring, like I was like standing.
Him and his wife got in an argument.
They got in an argument about something, and then I'm just standing there with the daughter, and she's just like, "Yeah, I'm sorry." I'm like,
What are they translate? Please translate, please. You're like, what are they talking about?
she's just like, we're just standing there, and she's just like, "Yeah, I'm sorry." I'm like, what is going on?
You say that, yeah. What's going on? What's the problem?
Yeah, but it's crazy. Yeah, the kids come and translate, and
Wait, so the wife doesn't speak Spanish either.
oh, she spoke like less English than the.
Well, I'm sorry, English.
She spoke less English than the husband, but I think
Oh.
the husband probably works in the construction business, so he has to know a bit
Yes.
more English. But actually, anytime I talk to the receiving manager, who was actually Hispanic, about having to like
This
work with
Jose?
somebody who couldn't speak English, he gets like kind of like mad because he's like, they've been in this country for how long? They're here like working on their house or whatever, but they don't know enough English to like function.
Yeah.
It's like, what the hell? They need to learn English. And I'm like, Jesus.
It's a hard language.
I know it's a hard language.
Being in my linguistics class, I learned how much stuff in English we take for granted. I'm kind of glad English was my first language I learned because there are a lot of things in English that are like, man, these concepts just make sense to me. Like, I can't explain why grammatically it makes sense. It just makes sense.
So actually, I was talking to my gay Malaysian friend about because like he's from Malaysia, so I'm like, what did they teach you out there? And so like, you know, obviously he knows a lot of people from like China and stuff, so he's like talks about these Mandarin tests, like. So in the United States, so like like a lot of people criticize the U.S. school system for being very like standardized and teach creative thinking, and he's just like, you haven't been to, because like, so Malaysia's test systems are based off of Great Britain's, so all their English stuff is based off of the UK, so they only learn English literature, they don't learn American literature at all.
Mm-hmm.
They also didn't do any Greeks. Nothing.
Mm-hmm.
No
Homer.
no
Odyssey.
Odyssey. He's like, he didn't read the Odyssey. Did you read? I read the Odyssey. The Iliad and the Odyssey, right? We read the Iliad.
I didn't read the Iliad. I read the Odyssey.
Oh, yeah, we read the Odyssey. So we didn't read the Iliad. We read the Odyssey. He never read it. We read the Odyssey, 9th grade English.
Tale of Two Cities.
Well, that's not Greek.
Oh, but it's American, though, right? Or is it French?
I thought it was British.
Was it British? Okay. Whatever it is, he may or may not have read it.
He like he hadn't read anything, but I guess he'd read I think he's read one Ernest Hemingway book, and that was The Old Man and the Sea, and I was like, the worst one.
The worst one. We read that one.
The worst one. The Old Man and the Sea. Well, actually, I should say it's the worst one. A lot of people like it, and a lot of people hate it. It's just about a guy who goes out, fishes,
I've never read it.
loses the fish, and then comes back. There's also one about a guy who goes out and gets a pearl too. Same concept.
Oh, I think I heard about this. About the pearl one.
I've read it too, yeah.
Yeah, he gets a pearl and then he takes it into town and like they tell him it's worthless. But he knows that it's worth a lot because it's like the most perfect pearl ever.
And then he throws it back into the ocean.
Is that how it ends? I
think
forget
so.
how it ends. Yeah, I remember reading that the Pearl one. Yeah.
Yeah. It literally ends with him throwing it back in the sea and like hugging his wife, and that's the end of it. And
Oh
like
yeah, because he realized he didn't need all the money and riches to make himself happy.
yeah, and then like I remember the girl who was reading it. She read the last word, slammed the book shut. That was the dumbest.
yes, that's how you read a book.
Oh my god, she was so angry. She just like that was stupid. That was so stupid.
Yes, yes.
No, but anyways, but like so a lot of people criticize the American system for being too standardized. It's ridiculous in China and in Malaysia and in UK. Standardization is horrendous there. He got here and he was just like, it's like a party here.
Like a party.
He's like he couldn't believe like how much like research we do. Like that wasn't a thing. Like they didn't tell you just go off and do research.
Oh.
And just like come up with your own thing. They don't do that. Which I thought was kind of crazy. I was like, I had no idea. Like everybody talks about how the US is really bad.
Our education system is not number one though. I forget where it is. Wasn't it like Sweden or Norway?
Oh, yeah.
They like,
Yeah, but like,
one of them is like number one.
But they've got the creative stuff on steroids.
The Scandinavian countries, one of them is like number one in
They're number one in a lot of things. Screw them.
number one in like everything. Education, standard of living, you name it.
Screw them. But they're not number one in GDP, and they're not number one in GDP per capita.
That is true. If the one thing the Americans are good at, it's spending money and making money.
Spending money, making money, and having big guns.
And big guns and big food.
Yeah.
We Americanize food to the
Food
point
is
beyond your wildest imagination.
I was
if
watching
it can be breaded, it's getting breaded.
I was watching this chef.
If it can be thrown in an air fryer, it's thrown in an air
I
fryer.
was watching this chef today.
Keep that
and
pride.
He was in France at a McDonald's, and he wanted to order two cheeseburgers, and the cashier was just like, no. He refused to sell him 2 cheeseburgers. And he's like, as an American, this is a birthright. I have the right. Because he was like, there's one person. This is a 2-person meal. I'm not doing this. And he's like, as an American, I have a birthright to 2 cheeseburgers.
Yeah. You are buying a 2-person meal, sir?
That 2-person meal
my
is
host
more like a
mom told me that.
4-person meal in other countries.
My host
so.
mom told me. What I would do with my host mom, she said, you eat about as much food as 2 people here. Because literally, she would
You
just
do
have like
eat a lot.
salad.
I'm not going
She
to
would
lie,
just
though,
have, like,
Phil. You eat a lot of food.
She would just have like a salad or something, and then I would have a salad plus like a main course of like chicken, rice, or whatever, whatever she was serving. She was like, my God, you eat so much food.
But, like, to
You
be
eat the
fair,
food of,
you
like, 2 to
eat-
3
you do eat.
Spaniards
I
here.
think you eat more food than I do.
Do I? Maybe.
Every time we're at your parents' house, I'm like, Phil, you just had like 2 full plates. I don't think I could do that.
Maybe, but I'd like to still know why I'm bone thin though, and not
Your
bone fat.
metabolism must be stupidly high.
Yeah. Maybe that's why it takes me so long to get drunk compared to my peers.
Like the Flash.
It just goes in and it's just like, okay, that was like water, but whatever.
Are you saying you have a high tolerance to alcohol? So like,
saying I have a high metabolism.
so like, there are some people I know that can get drunk in 2 beers.
Oh, I'm not one of them.
That's interesting. And a lot of people would take you for a softie, apparently. I mean, after throwing up on the podcast.
Oh yeah.
They all think you can't
Well,
handle your whiskey.
gin is just awful.
But that gin is straight.
Gin is just awful, okay? Gin, it does not deserve the right to be
They just
drinking
remember
like
the
that.
vomit.
Drinking like that, okay?
They don't remember the gin.
Getting drunk off the gin is a bad idea.
I don't know. We'll have to retry this summer. Now that I can buy you like proper alcohol.
Liquor.
Although we have to ease you into this drinking.
What do you mean?
Well,
Oh yeah, I haven't drinking forever.
yeah.
I don't even know the last time I did. Though, I mean, the last time I know I was drunk was when I was in Spain.
If you were working,
I don't have a.
if you were working the weekend of my birthday, I would give you 2 beers from the 6-pack I'm buying my roommates because one of my Rondo isn't gonna drink, but the other 2 will. I was gonna give you 2 more, but you have work, so I would maybe Sunday
Oh yeah.
after the
Sunday, yeah,
museum.
maybe
I'll give you the
Sunday.
beers, but no,
Oh yeah.
you're going to work, so that'd be a bad idea. Maybe Sunday we can do something.
Yeah, I work at 4.
Actually, I'm mowing.
We still need to go to the Dingaling. Wasn't that the plan to go to the Dingaling?
At some point, it will be. At some point.
For everyone who doesn't know it, there, it's the name of a bar. Okay.
Oh my God.
Despite what the name may sound, it's the name of a bar. It's called the Dingaling.
All right, we are off topic here from the job thing, but
Hey,
geographically,
we're talking about jobs, right? I'll go.
we never finished.
Yeah. We're talking
Okay.
about jobs. We're still talking about jobs. We're talking about why when we're gonna get drunk.
I mean, that is how life works. You get your job, go home,
Yep.
get drunk. Has anybody
Get
not?
drunk.
Have
Yep,
you?
that's like
See,
that's it.
see, for everybody here, Phil hasn't realized how life works, right? He still thinks he's gonna get a job in a month after applying. No.
No.
It's months after
Oh,
applying, and
yeah.
also once you get your job, you go home and get drunk every night.
Oh, maybe not drunk, but you go home and have a sip or two.
Yes, maybe not.
If you get drunk every night, that's how you know that you're going down a rabbit hole. And you're
I
just
mean,
gonna be an
some people
alcoholic.
do. Some people get drunk every night for like 3 years straight, and then they finally meet.
And my wife says I've had it, and they kick him out.
No, they finally meet a girl, and then they finally straighten.
That's why divorce rate is so high.
Or they
Actually, I
wake
don't-
up
no,
one
divorce rate's
Sunday
not-
morning with such a bad hangover, they're like, "Yep, I'm old now."
I'm getting old.
Anyway, so what were your
It's
geographical?
hell getting old.
So obviously you don't know what you're looking for job wise, but
Oh, yeah.
geographically.
So job-wise, I want something that I can still use physics and science. I was thinking about being a data analyst, analyzing data.
Hey,
See, it kind of depends what I'd be analyzing and how I'd be doing so. Because after taking this coding class, I'm not a big fan of coding. What?
You should.
Yeah. I mean,
You should have
I
studied.
should have studied economics.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like I know enough to get by.
No, you don't.
But I'm not studying I'm not studying economics data. I'm studying like physics data.
Yeah, but I mean, there's
Like
a lot
data
of
that
money
I get
in
from like a
economics
research
data.
or something.
But economics
completely
data is a lot
different.
of money.
I'm not analyzing economics data. I'm analyzing physics data. Is what I'd be doing. I was one possibility as being a data analyst. Because I mean, there are job opportunities here and there are job opportunities elsewhere. And so that was one opportunity. But the thing is, I'm not a really big fan of coding now. And so I want to find something a way around that. So I could still be using physics. Because I still like learning physics.
Maybe go get an associate's degree
I feel like-
in computer
I
science.
don't want to teach physics. I know that. I don't want to teach it, but I don't know.
Maybe go get an associate's
I
degree
have thought about.
in computers.
I've thought about trades. The sort of trade I could go into. Because I mean, I do have doors open or whatever for trades. I mean, I'm just not sure right now on what
I
it
don't
is
think I'm
specifically
gonna-
I want to do. That could involve both.
Maybe in
But
like
anyway,
2 years I'll
geographic-
trade, but
Geographically, though, beach would be nice or mountains. One of the two. Not flat plain Nebraska with just corn.
where were you? What was the? So what are your other places besides here?
Oh, anywhere with mountains or a beach.
Oh, so anywhere but the Midwest.
Yes. Yes.
So yeah, you're gonna go Colorado and west, and then anything on the East Coast.
Anything on the East Coast or West Coast.
Will you go to
Or
Texas?
a completely new country altogether. Or Hawaii. Hawaii's an option.
Oh,
Or just a completely new country altogether. I have been looking into like places like Colombia or Argentina too.
you're gonna get shot.
Oh, I get shot.
I want to go to Colombia. Oh, what do they do in Colombia? I wonder what they do in Colombia. I would not go.
Cocaine is not the leading source of income in Colombia. Okay.
Colombia
Pablo
and
Escobar
Argentina.
is long gone.
I'm telling you, some of those. I don't know about Argentina. Argentina's doing Argentina. Trust me, after examining Argentina's economic history, I would not move there.
They are actually doing really good though.
I examined their economic
They're
policy.
one of Argentina is actually one of the better places to move to.
My
Chile is the
professor.
best.
Okay,
In terms
here's-
of economics, Chile is the best.
we were. My professor was talking about. We got on to the topic of the trade, and we were looking at Argentina's trade policies. Now, the U.S.'s trade policies currently are not good, but they're much better than
But
Argentina's.
here's the thing, though. Okay,
Argentina is literally doing some crazy stuff. They're
Here's the thing,
taxing
though.
and they're taxing exports.
here's the thing. I am not directly affected by what goes on in the government. Okay, are you affected by every single policy the government makes here in the U.S.? No.
I mean, there have
No.
been some stuff that I was surprised by how affected I was.
No, you carry on with your day as if they never happened. You
There-
go on and you spend money as you otherwise normally would.
Trust me.
Government, what goes on in the government, unless you work for the government, does not directly affect you.
Trust me, dude. That when Biden got rid of the pipeline, I was just like, okay, whatever, no big deal. And then oil skyrocketed, and then gas prices skyrocketed to freaking 370, and I was just 270, and I was just like, oh,
Yeah, but it's not outrageous.
that's
though.
a thing
It's-
now.
I mean, to me, it's
No,
just
370.
another day. Okay, I am not directly affected by that.
I was just like, oh, I was directly affected by the stupid Keystone XL pipeline. God damn it. And that he also shut down all drilling in the United States, but whatever. No. But yeah, I see your point. Anyways, geographically, yeah, anywhere the beach or mountain. So if you need a physicist and you are a hiring employer, go talk to Phil. If you need a half competent economist, don't come to me. Anyways,
Don't come to me.
don't come to me. If you want somebody who can sell loans and can talk policies about loans, I'm your guy. But in the meantime, I would like to thank you all for watching. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. New podcasts every other Friday, 11 a.m. Central Time. Only 2 more before we graduate. And actually, technically one more, but good night.